Hey y'all, I'm live. Oh, and look at these glasses, they work. I got non-glare, it cost me a freaking fortune. No, I don't want to tag Diane. My best friend Diane and I are constantly tagged, so let me think about that. My best friend and I, everybody thinks we're the same person. Wow, I got that message, okay. Hey Felicia. Okay, so I am so freaking hot right now. We're staying inside because it's too hot to go outside. Let's do the whole Marilyn Monroe thing. I'm glad you guys can't see down my skirt because it just literally blew right up. Oh my God. Did you guys see that? I hope not. Okay, I'm blowing that, I'm putting that down. That's funny. Okay, maybe I'll move it a little closer so it doesn't go like right up my skirt. Maybe I'll just sit down and behave. How about that? Do you like my new specs? Check them out. They have blue and diamonds. Hi. Okay. I have a couple things I want to say. Hi. I'm a little bit, I'm trying to control my Aries. And Kelly would know. She did my, what did you do? What is it called? My chart yesterday. And she told me, oh, I have one message and 11 notifications, so that's 111. So we all get to make a wish. So make a wish. What I would like right now is honesty. How about that? Okay, hold on. I want to see Kelly. What did you send me? Okay, I have 3 planets in Earth signs, okay? Mercury in Taurus and Pluto and Uranus in Virgo. So I'm asking you, Kelly, does that have something to do with the fact that I've been acting like the Queen of Pentacles? Which is, I mean, I take it, but that works for me. Hi, Kimmy. Pisces moon, where are we? She found me. Pisces moon, Aries sun, Gemini rising. Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. Please speak my name. Gulfam Saifi? Gulfam Saifi? Gulfam Saifi. I don't know. Saifi? Sorry. Which placement? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something about my fire. I want to know if I've got fire in more places than one. Hello, hello. And if I have water in more places than one. I just wanted to know that. Anyway, I'm going to turn the radio off because it's making me mad. It's making me mad. And right now, with Mars in retrograde and Mercury in retrograde, it's not good when I get mad. That's why I wondered if I had fire in more places than I have realized. Queen of anything would be you. Yes, I am the queen. I am the queen. I am the queen. I'm the queen of water. I'm the queen of air. I'm the queen of swords right now. That's where I am. Because I'm going to tell you this. Do you know the song, wish somebody would have told me, babe, that these would be the good old days? Right? And it talks about, first of all, I got to tell you, when I moved to Sedona on my spiritual journey, I didn't have a bed. I mean, I had nothing. I had a suitcase, and my landlord upstairs gave me a bed. It was a futon, and it took literally months and months and months before Spirit brought me my soulmate John, where he could drive me to Flagstaff, where I could pick up. Look at this. I got a nice big pimple. Isn't that nice? Where he could drive up, and I could pick up a used futon. And the guy's futon, he says, I've only used it in my office, right? And then as I'm taking it out the door after I pay for it, the guy says to me, well, I've had sex on it a few times. I'm like, great, thanks. So I had to disinfect it. But anyway, don't ever have a bed that anyone else has had sex on. And if you've had sex on your bed and you want me in your life, throw your bed out because I won't come anywhere near you. No one's been on my bed but me. So anyway, there's a reason I'm saying all of this. Okay, what's the song? I wish somebody would have told me, babe. I wish somebody. We're going to do the reading, yes, but there's a reason for this. You guys know I always have some little story at the beginning. Aries, Mars, huge fire, Jupiter and Aries also. Oh, yeah. Aries and Mars and Jupiter and Aries. Woo! So wait a minute, what do you mean 3 strong fire signs? I've got Aries, Oh, my Aries is in my Sun and my Mars and my Jupiter? Nah, there you go. Maybe I'm not so much Puff the Magic Dragon. Maybe Puff does have a little smoke and a little fire. Okay, so here's the song. This is what I want to tell you. So I have this futon, right? And this one who called himself my twin soul, we finally get together, right? And when he comes to my place, all I have is this futon. This is the bed that we have. And he's talking about this. All right, hold on. Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming and got the courage to ask her. Wish I would have gotten out of my shell. Wish I would have put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open and the stars above, moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just began. Underclass dreaming, figuring out who I was. That was the good old days. And then what happens? Friends step in, people that don't agree with your situation. How do you feel about somebody who would allow their job to pull you away from the person that you love? Or their friends pull you away from the person you love? Or their parents pull you away from the person you love? They get in the middle of it. You had to sneak away from whatever it was. You had to sneak out. You fell in love. You had to sneak away. But then they get in the middle of it. They lie. They cause all kinds of problems. And you buy into their bullshit. What do you say about somebody who would walk away from somebody like that? You know you love them and you walk away. Because you think you're helping somebody else. But in the truth, and you know, here's for me. There are people right now, this is what I got from Spirit. We think we're helping somebody. But in fact, they're abusing us. So think about it right now, what you think you're doing to help another person, and ask yourself, what's happening in that situation? Are you really actually helping this person? Or do you not realize that this person is actually holding you there and they're abusing you? That's your message. Make me not want to take any bullshit. That's right. I'm not taking any bullshit. I'm the Queen of Swords today. Every time I try to put these on, when I'm trying to talk to you guys, they get stuck on my ring. There's another message that I had to talk about too. So I'm just talking about, he did. He snuck out to come meet me on that futon and fell in love. But they got in the middle of it. Either they got in the middle of it and caused a bunch of lies and he didn't have the respect to ask me himself if it was the truth, or he allowed his job, which is what I believe, to get in the way. Because, babe, I want to give you everything that I never had. And how many times has Spirit said, don't take the money, take the love. And if somebody would put their job before you, sorry, everybody has to earn a living, but not at the expense of walking away from the person that you love, and not at the expense of watching them be tortured for 4.5 years. Nope, sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to get these bracelets on. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do today's reading, and because I watched stuff happen in my dreams last night, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be there anymore. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of somebody who would choose money over me. Really am. I'm going dancing. Hey, you're driving and listening. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to choose from today is, we're going to choose, after I just said all of that, this is Spirit smacking me. Sorry, that was Lady of the Lake calling to tell me that my Blessed Be Oracle cards are in, I think. Yay! We'll be using that for tomorrow's reading. So, everything happens for a reason, right? And right on top of that, there seems to be a phoenix rising. So, everything happens for a reason. You walk away from what's bullshit, and you get something better. That's the first thing you're going to choose from. The next thing, let's walk around my house and see. I know. We'll do this. We'll choose the Serenity candle, since Kimmy and I need to stay calm because we don't want to put up with anybody's bullshit. And here, we'll choose the white cat, right? Choose the white cat. I like that white cat. That was my mom's. And we'll choose, we're in the dark now. Yeah, I'm in the dark, I know. So enlighten me. Fucking enlighten me already. We'll choose Quan Yin, since I'm being a bit of a dragon today. The dragon lady. Oh, and I heard that song too. makes a dragon want to retire. I'm so hot, makes a dragon want to retire, right? That's what this guy's thinking. Wrong. You're not so hot that it makes me want to retire. Okay, so here's our, here, let me turn it around. Oops. Okay, we'll do it like this because Quan Yin has to be in the light. I mean in the dark so you can see her. Okay, Quan Yin. And I have the blinds closed because we can't see anything. Things happen for a reason. Tranquility. And this is going to be Aries. If you're going to do, I mean, you know what? Hold on. Here's the deal. I personally feel that your own intuition should choose. Your intuition should choose. Because if I tell you which one is Aries, which one is, you know, I mean, which one is fire, which one is earth, which one is water, fire, earth, water, air. I don't think that that's right. I can't tell all the Aries out there that that is the pile for you. That doesn't make sense to me. And never has. So you have to choose. You have to choose, if you want to choose by zodiac, which one it wants to be. And you have to choose. The video won't be frozen later. If it's frozen now, it won't be later. It was frozen because the phone rang. So you have to choose. I'm going to choose for myself because I take all of the messages personally. I think we all should take all of the messages. But I do choose specific ones for myself and specific ones for the person who is supposed to be in my life. Because my higher self will guide me to that. And, whoops. I'm dropping shit all over the place. And no, I'm not throwing shit all over the place. No, I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that. As much as I do get mad. I do yell. I do. It takes a lot, though. It takes pretty much 4.5 years of bullshit before I lose my cool. You know? But then I do. And you got to do some high stepping. Okay. So I'm dropping things again. Okay. So I'm going to put you guys down for a second, okay? Until I, well, let me ask you. So I'm going to use the wisdom of the golden path. I used that yesterday in those readings. And, actually I didn't use that. I used the angels, gods, and goddesses, but I'm going to use the wisdom of the golden path because I just got something really cool. Hi, Mary. Mary's from Ireland, right? Isn't it Ireland or Scotland? I can't remember where you're from. It's over the pond anyway. Okay, okay, I know. Should it be the Archangel power or the Archangel, hey, Holly, yes. Yes! I don't yell a lot. But I am actually quite boisterous, but it's usually fun. You should know that about me. How's Wisconsin? How's Sturgeon Bay? Ah! Mick just sent me a video of him and Troy playing, yeah, you know the song he sent me? I wish, what is it? If you could read my mind, love. And I said, you know what? I can't. So speak up. Right? I can't. I'm sick of trying to read people's minds. You got something to say? Freaking say it already. And don't use your friends to do it. Say it yourself. Okay. Do we want to use the Archangel power or the Archangel tarot? Hi, Cynthia. I'm going to say hi to everybody while I'm waiting for your answers. It's everybody that I missed. Gosh, I can't believe that that I have Aries and Mars, Jupiter, and my Sun. Holy crumb. Do I have water and more than that, Kelly? Or am I just totally screwed because I'm fire? But you know what? My fire's usually happy. Usually. Busy here. Just had John Vesda here to play. Oh, I love John. He's got a beautiful voice. I didn't think he was doing that. I thought he was farming. Wow, I just got a message. Wow. Okay. Power. Power? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Why not? Knock him right out of the park, right? Oh, and P.S., look at this. My hair's soaking wet. I was in the shower, luxuriating, kind of like, you know, shaving my legs and just listening to the radio, and I was singing. I sit on the floor of my shower, and I do my thing, all my thing, you know? And I'm singing away, and then I thought, I wonder what time it is. And I get out of the shower, and it's like 10 minutes before. So I thought, okay, that's it. This is right out of the shower hair. I had time to put on my eyeliner and my lipstick, and hey, Okay, I'm gonna put you down for a second while I shuffle, and I'm gonna turn this so I can still see your comments. So talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, people. We're gonna... Oh, these ones are hard to shuffle. I usually use my Archangel Tarot. I mean, the Angel Tarot. You know what? That's actually really ugly, right? Let's let you look at something else. Sorry, that was kind of lame. That's not really super sexy either, but if I open the window, the heat's gonna come in. My little valley is on fire. My mountains are on fire. Everything in California is on fire right now. Me too, right? So I hope you guys are having a beautiful Saturday. I just felt like, you know what, we need to hook up. Because when I hook up with you guys, you lift my energy. You make me feel fantabulous. So how are my pets? My pets and I have got a new routine. They are, here, hold on, I'm gonna turn you around. I'm gonna put you here for a second. It's not as cool a view of me. You can see all the wrinkles and stuff. My pets and I have a new routine. They start pissing me off, I kick them out instantly. Actually, and that has to do with men in my life too, because that's who they represent, right? Those two cats, they represent those two guys. I've just figured that out. So both of them have been kicked out of my bedroom. Both of them. They're not welcome. They're both, I love them. I love both of them, right? I've got good feelings for both of those people, but they're pissing me off. So they go out at night. They sleep in a different room than me. And I sleep well. And they're happy. Lily's outside right now, and she's not liking it because it's hot, so that you know who that represents. And Liger is being lazy, and that represents the other one. Okay. Where's Prince? Oh, Prince. Prince is downstairs. He lives with my landlord now. I haven't seen him for a little while. You know, his hair all fell out. His hair all fell out. Like he shed. And when he shed, all of his undercoat, you can see it now, so he's got gray hair. He's silver. He's a lot older than I thought he was. That drug person that was taken out of the drug house. He's a lot older. He's doing very, very well. He loves my attention, but he lives with my landlord. I have taken back my feminine power. I'm not taking it back. I have it back. I am full goddess energy here. Full goddess energy here. And that has nothing to do with being nasty and mean. I'm super, super cool and sweet to everybody that's super cool and sweet to me. And if you're not and you're fucking around playing games with me, I don't have time for you. So I think we should all embrace that goddess energy. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm going to put you down again. Whoops. Kimmy, I'm peace-loving woman, but I take too much from loved ones. Yes, you do. I never want to give back their hurt. You don't have to give back their hurt. You just have to stop giving them your power. I give you back all of your power, Troy. I give you back all of your power, Jake. I give you back all of your power, whoever the drug person represents. And I take back all of mine. Oops. And Spirit agreed with that. Okay, so hold on a second. I gotta flip you back around. So the reason I didn't want to do this before was because they didn't let me save this reading the last time. Facebook didn't allow it to be saved. But I tried a test run and it allowed. So I don't know. I think it was just because I said things I wasn't supposed to say. In that I did. I got mad. Oh. And right now I'm going to ask that there be a shield put around our reading so that because there's a lot of people coming in on this live feed and I don't choose to pick up their energy. And I'm going to ask you right now, I'm going to ask Kim, because I think, Kim, you know me the most of all these people. If you start seeing my energy dip, no, you know what? You're a little bit too sensitive to me. So you got to be hard on me. So maybe Holly should do it. Holly, you'll tell me where it's at. If you see my energy start to shift, and it doesn't sound like me, like I'm just being a real bitch, or I'm being, I don't know. Can you call me on it? Because sometimes I get so into my the empathic feelings that I'm picking up that I don't realize I'm channeling somebody else. And I'm going to ask that not happen this time. Hold on. And I'm serious. Sandy noticed it. I don't know if it was Gina, somebody else noticed it the last time too, when that happened. When somebody came in on our line and my energy completely shifted, and I don't want that to happen again. So I'm asking the Father to protect this reading. I'm in a really good place. I'm actually very happy. So I'm rested and I feel clean and cool, and I like my new glasses. I can see you guys without glare, which makes me happy, because I find it very rude when I'm talking to people that they can't see my face. And I think that's why it makes me angry when people are trying to communicate with me and pretending to be other people. You know, I'm upfront and honest. I want you to see me for who I am, and I want to see you too. So, okay. We're getting down to the wire here. Anybody else have anything to say? You're taking back, oh, that's old. I need something new. Sandy said she'd be here. I hope she is. Okay. I'm trying to get back to Sturgeon Bay. I don't know if Spirit's going to let me. Holly. I've been trying for a really long time. And every day somebody posts another video or something, and it makes me sad. Diane's been posting pictures, and like I said, the music and stuff. And then I thought, well, maybe I could come in the next little while. And then I thought, oh, I won't be there for dark songs. But I don't know that I like dark songs, actually. I don't really want the dark energy, you know? I prefer just to be where I could see everybody playing their music. Okay, we're going to start. So, we're going to start with Quan Yin, okay? Perspective. Oh, hold on a second before we start. Hold on, I have to think. I'm going to choose the cat. Yes. I just want to see who I'm going to choose for me. Well, I definitely want Tranquility. Although I know that... See, Spirit's already kicking my ass, because I know that I need to come from a place of compassion. I know that. So I'm always expecting more for myself. So I'm going to choose this one and this one. No, I'm not. Those two are mine. Those two are the other one. That's what I'm going to say. And that's just the freaking way it is. So here we go. Perspective. Now, how interesting. I shut all the blinds, and the one freaking blind that I have open is enough to white us all out, so I can't see shiz. There we go. That's better. Okay. Hi, Auntie Marilyn. That's my aunt. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Okay. Perspective. I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. So right now, Spirit's saying that there is a better perspective. There's a better way of doing what you're doing. Right now, you're blowing it somehow. Because things have turned into a three-ring circus. And Spirit's saying, you need to step back. You need to ask yourself, is there a better way for me to handle this? Is there a better way for me to go about this? I would say the number 1 and 2 looks to me, that comes to 3, full circle completion. Something has ended, or something is gonna end if you don't flip yourself back around and go towards the light. If you're going this way, you can see this person is taking charge of their life, right? They're connected to their higher self. They're in full flight. They're poised and ready to go. It's like, let's do it, right? Reaching for the light. That's what's going on here. Here, my mom used to say, well, what, if I liked a guy and he was a complete disaster, my mom would say, why don't you just shoot for the bottom, Sherry? Why don't you just shoot for the bottom? Because that's where you're going. So that's what you're doing here. You're shooting for the bottom here. And you know what you're doing? You're going after, and this is exactly what I started talking about when I first started the reading. You are going after material interests. You're going after either money, or you're going after fame. You're going after popularity. You are reaching for the world, for all of the lights, all the bright lights. What is that song? I started the reading talking about that song. How I break down company with all my peeps. What is that? Does anybody know the name of that song? It's hot there. Ugh, it's hot everywhere. California's all freaking on fire. I break down companies with all my peeps. Okay, so this guy is Pitbull. This makes perfect sense. Totally for who I'm talking about in this message. So check this out. We do songs, we always do songs, right? So I'll let you look at the picture, not me. You look at this, and this is what you're doing. Ask for money, get advice. Ask for money, get advice. No, you're not listening to your higher self here. You're asking down here. You're asking down here for advice. So clearly you're going to get advice of the world. You're going to get advice of people that are focused on this, right? Ask for money, get advice. Get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. You call it a moment, I call it life. So this guy comes from the hood. One day, and then I say, one day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just want to feel this moment, okay? So then he says, reporting live from the tallest building in Tokyo, long way from them hard days, filled with whatever. Now, baby, we call it parley. Whatever, I'm going to skip all this. She read books, especially about red rooms and tie-ups. I got her hooked because she sees me in a suit with the red tie tied up. So this guy thinks he's Christian Grey, okay? And maybe he is Christian Grey. And he's a hottie and everyone wants him and he's a big baller. And he's got all these women that are after him and they're all hooked on him because she saw him in a red suit tied up. And she wants to be tied up by his tie, right? And she's like, nope, one day, while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle glowing. Until the gates are open, I just want to feel this moment. So she's living for spirit, she's living for life. He's living for the money, he's living for the fame, he's living for the position. He says, I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? Now make dollars, I mean billions. I'm a genius. I'm brilliant. The streets are what schooled him and made him slicker than a slick Rick the ruler. I've lost a lot, I've learned a lot, but I'm still undefeated like Shula. I'm far from cheap. I break down companies with all my peeps. Baby, we can travel the world and I can give you all you can see. Time is money, only difference is I own it like a stopwatch. Let's stop moment, enjoy this moment. She's just like, somewhere else, somewhere else. So what's going on is this. And there are two princes that kneel before me. One, he's got diamonds in his pockets. His head ain't, not in his right head right now, wants to buy me rockets. Send me to the moon, right? The other one, he doesn't have anything. And what does Spirit say? Go for love, not the money, right? Well, right here, your perspective is all fucked up. And you are shooting for the bottom. And you might be incredibly capable and talented and beautiful and successful. And I know that you have amazing gifts. But you're not shooting for spirit. You don't see the light up there. You don't see that the yellow, I am worthy, I am capable, I can do anything I set my mind to. And the light that shines down from that is spirit telling you that if you go to the light and if you follow your spiritual path, you will be given everything that you need. No, you decide you want to be a lone wolf and you're going to go down here and go for the bright lights and look at this. Is there any light here there's no light for you. You're going down, you're hitting the bottom. So there's one of the major messages. And Spirit's telling you, instead of doing that, dare to be different. Don't be a lemming. Don't be a sheeple. Don't be following all of those people and asking advice from people down here for what you need for your spiritual path. You ask Spirit for advice. You reach for the stars and you say, shine the light on me, Archangel Uriel. Shine the light and show me how to fly. And Spirit says, are you freaking kidding me? There's nothing down here. Do you see the darkness where you come from? This is nothing. This is everything. Look at the sun. Look at the light up here. Look up. Look up. You got some huge problems looking down. All right. That's that message. So you may not be that person who is being money hungry and money grubber but you might be somebody who's asking advice of people that are not spiritual people. If you are hanging out with a crowd that is completely affected and connected to this earth realm, and you ask them for guidance, what kind of guidance do you think you're going to get? You're going to get that kind of guidance. If you want to have guidance that's going to lead you in a direction of positivity, that's going to bring your future up, that's going to brighten your life, that's going to make things better for you, you go to spiritual advice. You ask spirit for advice. You don't, otherwise, you're the hanged man, right? You're the hanged man. You're just waiting around for the world to owe you a living or to bring you what you deserve. Well, you're going to get what you deserve. Just keep shooting for the bottom. So if you want positive advice, flip your perspective. Think maybe there's a different way of approaching this situation. Maybe you've done things this way all your life, and it's difficult for you to get out of that kind of mindset. Maybe that's how you were raised. Maybe, you know, you were raised thinking that that's an honorable thing. I know that a lot of people in this world have been raised thinking that that's an honorable thing, right? You provide for your family, you know, you make a living, you know, you go to college. But if you're going to be putting all of that the drive for success and I keep thinking about, oh, what did he say? I'll adopt a bunch of babies that never had shit, or, you know, I'll be better than Brad Pitt and Angelina, blah, blah, blah. So you think you're going to do all of these wonderful things when you get all of this money, but do you ever get enough? Are you ever satisfied? Do you ever get that? And really and honestly and truly, the people that say that they're going to do that with their money, do they? Do they really turn around and give it to other people and give of themselves? And maybe you are somebody that gives of yourself. But if it's at the expense of the people that you love, like the person who said he loved me, if it's going to be at the expense of, you know, your career is more important. I worked my whole life for this career. That's fine. But you know what? Here's the deal. I was given a choice. I was given a choice. It was either my dad or the person that I loved. I chose the person that I loved, and he threw me out of his life. You were given a choice too, and you threw me out of your life. So I would say your perspective is all fucked up. So that's a personal statement, yes, and it just comes out that way. Sorry. So there's my energy coming in. So maybe somebody popped online, but I will take credit for that because I do feel that way. So there might be a different way of approaching this situation. Like I said, if this is a way that you were raised and this is what you have always felt was an honorable thing, maybe you thought you were doing the right thing, Spirit's saying it's time for you to take a look and pause for reflection, because this is the hanged man. This is about time moving slowly. It might be that as well, that this is a time when things are not going to be moving quickly for you, and there may be a reason why, and this may all be it. It might be that you, like I said in the song, I'm going to adopt a bunch of babies that ain't had shit. So maybe this is a time that you're going to be moved to giving of yourself, and you know, because we got the positive, and it isn't all negative. Giving of yourself to help somebody else, and you will be rewarded for that, because that is an act of compassion, and that's what Quan Yin's all about, right? So anything that we do for other people is definitely an act of compassion and self-love. So if it comes from a place where it's genuine and you're not doing it in order to get a pat on the back, you know, you will be rewarded for that. But it's definitely talking about unconventional ideas and trying something different, because what's working right now it's not working, actually. And it's about all of a sudden looking at things from a different perspective. So, okay, so now you're looking at this, and you're looking and you're thinking, okay, well, this is the way I was doing things. So maybe this is time that I need to look at things and ask myself, what are my priorities? What are my priorities at this time? And shift your focus. Holly's writing a new song applicable to what I'm saying. Okay, cool. There was a time when darkness blinded me what I should have seen. There was a time when my naivete prevented me from thinking clearly. Now I'm standing in the light. My eyes are open, and hindsight is my guide. There was a time, but times have changed, and so have I. Beautiful, beautiful. There's another song out that's very much like that. And how interesting, Mick just wrote to me. And all he did was give me a thumbs up. You know, when you say something to somebody and they give you a freaking thumbs up, why? Don't write to me then, you know? Don't freaking write to me. Auntie Marilyn, my philosophy is appreciate what you have and don't hurt anyone. That means that you can use, that means that you can use or abuse anything or anyone. You can? That means you can use or abuse anyone or anything. Yeah, you can. You can. So you might be thinking that you're doing something for someone. Like I keep getting, don't you understand? This is what I'm hearing. Don't you understand I'm doing this for you? Don't do it for me. Don't do it for me. The people that say that they love me, they don't love me if they're not in my life. If they're not present in my life, they don't love me. Sorry, don't do it for me. So, there is a song that says that, Holly. There was a time, and it makes me sad. There was a time, there was a time. There was a time. There was a girl of a different kind. Do you know that song? There was a girl. I'm going to bring it up because it has to do with this. And there was a girl of a different kind. Maybe this is what I was thinking about. No, that's cool. I still remember how it all changed. It's called Don't Worry, Child. Oh, I'm going to cry. Okay, you guys know I'm always going to cry. That's the one, the Pisces moon is big. Okay. There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was a king, I had a golden throne. Those days are gone, now the memories on the wall. I hear the songs from the places where I was. Do you know the song? Up upon a hill across a blue lake. That's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it changed. My father said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry, yeah. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. There was a time I met a girl of a different kind. We ruled the world. I thought I'd never lose her out of sight. We were so young, I think of her now and then. I still hear the songs reminding me of a friend. Upon a hill across a blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. This song makes me angry because this is my story. I still remember how it all changed, and my father said, don't you worry, child. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Heaven's got a plan for you. So basically what Spirit is saying is that even if it hurts, even if I'm angry, even if we go through shit and we do things sideways and backwards, there is a plan. There is a master plan, and mostly it's because it's a lesson that we had to learn. No, it's by Swedish House Mafia. It's freaking one of my most favorite songs. I cry because I am the girl that lives in this lake. And he is the one that I knew when we were very young. And when he drifts through town, he thinks about me. Because he's gone on to do this freaking job that meant more than anything. Okay, so now, after that one, we're going to go to... Just like what we were just saying. Everything happens for a reason. It's for lessons. And then... generally, if you have your head pulled out of your ass by this time, there will be a resurrection. Auntie Marilyn says, what I wanted to say is we have a responsibility to every living thing on earth to try and make it the best for all. If we only think of ourselves, we then don't realize the abuse we may inflict on others. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the point. And that's where I have to be more compassionate, because even though I'm being asked to be the Queen of Swords today, because somebody's not getting it and they need a smack in the head. I've gotten smacks from Spirit, and I will get smacked in this reading, I know. But we don't realize sometimes, we think we're doing something that's good. Remember I said in the beginning, we think we're helping someone, but you're actually abusing them. You're hurting them. So you need to recognize it's time to look at things from a different perspective. Hi, Sandy. That's cool. You can see the rest of it when if I'm able to save it. We haven't done the private readings yet. So now we were going on to card 2. Sandy, I'm going to let you choose, okay? Hold on, everybody. I'm going to let Sandy choose because she just came. And, hold on, I want to make sure I got the right ones. Woo-hoo! What is this one? Okay, so, Sandy, if you were to choose, let's make it fair for everybody. You could choose from Quan Yin, right? Here's Quan Yin. You can choose from Everything Happens for a Reason, right? You can choose from Tranquility, or you can choose from the White Cat. This is my moderator, so she needs to be allowed to choose as well. But we've already done number 1, so we're going to number 2. Don't compromise. Okay. Do not compromise. Do not back down. Sometimes we allow our hearts to get involved. I'm seeing a lot of green here, and green is love and healing, right? And she is covered in green. This looks to me like Quan Yin too. Now this is cool. I chose the white cat too, Sandy, and what's funny is I said that was Aries, and then I said I wasn't going to do it that way, but I chose that too. I think that's funny. Okay, the thing about this card that I think is hysterical is she's almost completely in green, right? Which is love and healing. But she's got a lot of yellow, which is solar plexus and self-worth. And she is Quan Yin. And yet, Quan Yin, just because you're supposed to be loving and compassionate, you're also supposed to be loving and compassionate to yourself, right? So, loving and compassionate doesn't mean you're not going to come across as the Queen of Swords. Because you're not to compromise. No backing down. You have your standards, right? You stand in your integrity. And I don't care who you are. I follow the light. I have learned how to respect myself. I respect other people. I do. If I make mistakes, please call me on it. And I am only too willing to listen to your perspective and understand. But I can't understand something if you don't open your mouth. I can't understand something if you don't communicate, right? We only know how to work with the rules that we're given, and we can only follow rules that we understand. So that requires communication. But right now, Spirit is telling you, hell no, don't back down. I got amethyst, a chunk of amethyst, and it looks like a meteorite. It's very grounded, this amethyst. This was my mom's. And I got a chunk of smoky quartz, which is protection, self-protection. And I've got this laser light quartz that is telling you, you are from the stars. You remember who you are. And you're not going to settle for anyone's bullshit. You come from a place of love, but you also know that this requires self-love. So whatever it is that you had made a stand for at this time, Spirit is telling you, do not back down. Under no circumstances. And don't let anybody trick you or try to make you think that you are not coming from a place of love. Because that's not the truth. You are all about love, and that's why you are standing your ground. I gotta remind you guys of something. We have had readings many times about, and it came from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, and we might do something from the Oracles of Shadows and Light. And I think I'll go there. You can see me there. That's better. Okay. And remember the card that we got, Kitsune? The Kitsune, it speaks about it's a red fox or a red-headed person, and it talks about how Spirit's going to show you who your true friend is. And what you're going to see mostly are Japanese themes. And the geisha girl will come. So every time I see this card, I recognize that you need to be a good friend to yourself. And just because you are self-loving, you are healing yourself, you're not coming across as nasty and abusive to anyone else. You are cloaking yourself in love and healing. You are protecting yourself. You are a true friend to yourself, and you are also that way able to be a true friend to others. Because you can't be a true friend to anyone else if you don't stand in your own integrity and you're an honorable person. If people know you as a person of honor, of integrity, of high morals, they want to be your friend. And you want them. If they're not that kind of energy, you don't want them either. There you go, Sandy. So this is a geisha girl, and this is one saying, I am your best friend, but I am also a best friend to me. So I don't back down. I don't compromise my standards for anyone. And what they're telling you right now, especially wonderful message about this, it's about having this ability to not back down and not compromise your standards or integrity. And they're telling you that you believed in something very strongly. You truly did. You believed that decision you made was the right choice. And sometime very soon for you, something's going to happen. This is exciting. There's going to be like a series of interrelated events. Things that this is, the way it goes across is cool. This has been happening to me lately. Oh, there we are. I keep forgetting where I'm supposed to go. There. This is how you can't, what's the word? It's only something Spirit can do. Bring a manner of events together like no other. Like we can't see how Spirit does this, but you're going to have a string of events, interrelated events that are going to come together. And because of these events that line up and come together, something that you have held fast for causes your world to change in a fantastic way. I know I love this card too. Look at it. Look at it. I love it too. I love it too. I love the freshness of these. These remind me of, these look like water lilies. There's certain water lilies that we had in Canada and they stayed green. They didn't go white. I like those. They might have been in the forest. But, so the reason that this happens, this interrelated series of events, the synchronistic events, whatever that gets lined up, it happens because you did not compromise. It did not. It's because you were strong and you stood firm for what you believed, and you're gonna reap the rewards. And it has everything to do with you being so strong and so committed. And you doing that has been something. And you doing that has been something that has not only served your needs, but other people's as well. So this has been something, you not compromising on something that you knew was real, knew was right. You didn't back down. You were honorable. You were loyal. You stood in your integrity and in your belief. You weren't going to back down no matter what anybody else told you. And because of that, you were, I was going to say a guide, but you are kind of a guide. You were like a light to others. You were an example for others to follow. So it benefited yourself as well as others. And it's going to go your way. Something that you have wanted. Something that you have been asking for. Yay! I think there's an affirmation. Kismet. 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 Kiss me, T. Ooh. Ooh. That's a weird one. I didn't expect that. Kiss me, T. That's a weird one. Okay, hold on. I want to look at this again. That was freaking weird. That kiss me, T. Kiss me, T. I gotta think about that. That's weird. I said that for a reason, though, and I gotta think about why I said it. So hold on. The affirmation they give you is, true wisdom is what I feel through the heart of love. True wisdom stands the test of time. Kiss, yeah, I know it means fate and destiny, but I just said, kiss me, T. And I have to think about that. So now that's that card. That's that. I got to think about that tomorrow. Kiss me tomorrow. That's what it means. Kiss me tomorrow. I'm going to go to the beer and wine garden tomorrow, I think, and go dancing. Kiss me tomorrow. Doesn't mean what anybody else thought it meant. Okay, so now we're going to go to, oops, sorry. We're going to go to Tranquility. I chose this for me too, Sandy, because I think all of us fire signs need this right now. Oh my God. There he is. There he is, that freaking panther with his eyes on, her eyes on fire. There she is. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets, or the law. This is the mountain, this panther. And she is drinking from Spirit's fiery waters, and her eyes are on fire with passion and creativity. Damn, I love that panther. The panther is my main. I was going to say my main man, and you know what? I used to say it was my main man, but I now realize that that panther is me. So who does the panther represent to you guys? Freaking love that. Nourish your soul. 2 and 9. 9, 10, 11. 11 is a high spiritual number. High spiritual number. 11 is also telling you it's about keeping your thoughts positive. The number 11 specifically is telling you, stay positive. Your thoughts are materializing rapidly. So you want to ensure positive outcomes by focusing only on the good within yourself and others and the situation. Even if you might, so be careful not to be pulled off. Don't let your ego get in the way and pull you off track. So that panther is drinking from the fire. Now, you know what's interesting? I know that this is the time period. I've dreamed of this time 4.5 years ago. And I told you guys, it might have been after that. It might have been more like 3.5 years ago. I think it was. And I heard in meditation, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. But as the great wave was building along the coast, there was a fire burning through the valley. I'm in the valley right now, right? And there's fires in the mountains, there's fires. But it also said, what they showed me was that the fires were so strong and they were building so hot that even the water was on fire. That was when the great wave was building. And that's when Spirit said, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. So the mountain represents Spirit. The mountain represents your rock. Who's your rock? It represents, it could represent a literal mountain. It depends on what it is for you. But to me, Spirit is the mountain, right? You lean your back up against the mountain of Spirit for their support. So you go into meditation. So when the great wave comes, the great wave of emotion, go into meditation. But the fires were going through the valley. Even the water was on fire. Yes, ask Sandy. There's going to be 10 people getting a reading, a private reading. So right now, this panther is drinking from those fiery waters. Right now, which means the words that I'm speaking right now are coming from Spirit, okay? These are not my messages. I am bringing them forward in a vehement way because Spirit knew that I was going to do this today. They chose me to do this today. They knew that I was going to speak in the way that I am. I'm speaking with a fiery nature. We just found out I've got 3 planets in fire. And Mars is in retrograde and Mercury. So Spirit knew I'm on fire, right? I'm speaking very passionately. Spirit is bringing you life-giving water, life-giving truth, and it's coming forth, and it's on fire. It's passionate. It's important. We haven't done a list. No, I don't think anybody has asked except for Kimberly. So take a look again and ask yourself, who does that panther represent? What does that panther represent to you? I know what it represents to me. It speaks of astral travel. It speaks about, I mean, clearly, this one comes from the stars. They're passionate with whatever they follow. They drink from their passion. They live for their passion. Look how sensitive even their whiskers are highlighted with creative energy. This is creative energy, the sexual energy. You think of the panther, and you think sexual. You think, I mean, that panther is sexy. When he walks, when she walks, woo! Right? Sensuality. So this is embracing your sexual energy. This is about going after your sexual desires. This is about expressing yourself. This is about pulling it all in. That's how I read it. That's how I read that. This is about taking in the textures. The panthers smell with their tongue. Do you know that? A cat, they go like this. That's how they taste and they smell that way. So this is about taking in smells, feeling the textures, feeling the energy, listening, hearing, seeing, everything. All of your senses are meant to be explored at this time. You need to experience this life. That's why we're here. It is not meant to be black and white. It is meant to be colorful. It is meant to be sexy and wild and ravaged and exciting and adventurous. So Spirit wants us to taste it, feel it, speak it, sing it, live it. That's what I feel. All right. So right now, while the waters are on fire in the valley, the panther is drinking of this knowledge, taking this knowledge in, is what I'm getting. Now, you may be getting, I know who this panther stands for besides me, and whether they are physically watching this or sensory picking this up, they are getting this fiery, passionate energy, and they're drinking it in. Pay attention to it, because you might lose it. Spiders have been around you all day. You know what? That's interesting, because there's a black widow spider at my front door. And it's huge. And it's right inside, it lives right next door to the aloe vera plant that I have been nurturing. Wow. So, there's a black widow spider that lives right next door to the one I love. And I already knew that, the black widow spider. I already knew that. He left you for the family next door. I know that. Wealthy woman who has emotional affairs with other people, married to a very rich man. Okay, so now we're going to go to the last one, the white cat. We're going to go to the white cat. Goddess of the earth. Interesting. This is the goddess of the earth. Okay, Marilyn. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Love you. this was in our reading yesterday, the goddess of the earth. It's interesting. I asked Kelly if I had any earth in my chart, and she said that I did, and I didn't. I don't quite know how it works, but apparently I have 3 planets in earth signs: Mercury, Taurus, and Pluto. Mercury in, what is it? I have Mercury in Taurus, and so Mercury is in retrograde. That's interesting. Taurus in retrograde. So Taurus to me is a slow mover, which means I'm going to be fast. That makes sense. And Pluto and Uranus in Virgo. Interesting. Not quite sure what Pluto and Uranus mean for me. I'll have to look that up and understand that. But yesterday we were speaking about the goddess of the earth, and the goddess of the earth, we're going to give a few messages here. It was about how does he feel about you and what are his intentions. And the message was he sees you as his tree. You're rooted deeply to the earth. You are part of nature. He sees you as Mother Nature. He sees you open, vulnerable, exposed, naked, so honest, open, willing, receptive, connected to the earth. He wants to make you part of his family tree. He wants to support you. He wants to shelter you and protect you. So when I'm looking at this, I get that this is what Spirit wants to do for us, but this is what we need to do for Spirit as well. I mean, for Mother Nature. This is what Mother Nature does for us. So this is what we should be wanting to do for Mother Nature. Right? We should be wanting to shelter her. These trees look like my trees right now in the forest that have just been burned up in Idlewild. It's so sad. We need to protect these trees. Somebody set 5 intentional fires and put countless beautiful animals out of their homes, running scared. This was a man, a father, who sent these fires intentionally on his own children. And people were put out of their homes as well. So we need to love and nurture and care for this planet. And so right now, while all the fires are raging, they're everywhere in California, you guys. They're in other places in the world as well. Greece, there's other places that are on fire. So right now, they're asking us to be cognizant of the animals that are running wild. Don't take advantage of the ones that are running from their homes to shoot them, you fucking hunters. Be compassionate, have a heart. They're running for their lives. They're displaced. And other ones, put water out for them. Put your animals in at night. It's not their fault that they're running through your yard. They need to find somewhere to go. They've got children to care for as well. And we don't want them decimated. We can't afford to lose any more animal population off of this planet. We need the trees too. So be respectful when you're camping. Don't be throwing your cigarettes out into the bush. And on the road when you're driving, don't be throwing your cigarettes either. Oh, my friend Scott just wrote me. What did he say? Shoot, I missed his message. Damn, I wanted to know if he wanted to go somewhere. I'm just seeing so much about Mother Earth right now. So much about us needing to care for the animals and for nature itself. So that's the most important thing to me. The forest is where I grew up. I'm sorry, to me that's where my focus goes. I grew up there. This is my family. This is my family. The animals were my best friends growing up. They were the only ones I had. And we can't afford to lose this. So I'm just looking at so much emotion. And I feel like her. I feel like protecting this tree. This one that's gotten burned by their family. So right now, the other message is that there is going to be an idea that's going to come to you. It's a creative idea. You're going to use your intuition. You're going to figure something out in a natural way. It's going to come to you naturally. Also, nature is coming your way, meaning you're going to be spending time there. This idea is going to figure a lot of different things out for you. It's not just that you have a creative idea coming. It'll come to you probably while you're in nature. You'll do much better with your creative ideas if you are in a place like that. That's where we connect with spirit. But it's also, to me, they want you to keep an open mind and heart over the next little while. Days, maybe weeks, there's going to be something coming to you. It's going to help you figure something out. And it's going to lead to something wonderful. It is connected to creativity. It is connected to nature. It's going to help you, and it's going to bless you in the future. So right now, Spirit is saying, do what you can. Spend some time in nature. Be grateful if you're not in a place that's completely on fire. Pick up your garbage and your trash. I always take a trash bag with me when I go on my hikes, when I pick up stuff. Just remember that once the animals go off of the planet, they don't come back. We have many animals that have gone extinct. In my lifetime, animals have gone extinct, and that's just really fucked up and not okay. So we can't afford to have any more gone. And our trees, God, in California, we don't have very many trees. We don't have a lot of green, and right now they're all on fire. So spend a lot of time in nature if you can. Be grateful if you don't have it on fire. And like I said, keep your mind open, your eyes and your head open, and your eyes and your ears open over the next few days and coming weeks, because an idea is going to come to you that's going to help you with an issue in your life, and it has to do with being in nature. And you might be going there. And I think I am, and I really want to. So you picked the cat. You've been spending a lot of time in nature. Cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for one more card for each sign, and then I'm going to open up the reading for the private readings, okay? If that sounds good to everyone. I get very, very passionate when it comes to animals and nature. Like, I pretty much will lose my shit if people are, and that's where you'll see me. That's where you see the fire come out. Gosh, the lighting isn't that great. You can see all the bags under my eyes. That's another reason too. I'm burned out big time. And I need to be in nature. I need to sleep for like 2 months. Okay. All right. So we're going to ask for, we're going to go backwards now. Now we're going to go with the cat. Well, that's not really fair, is it? Because then the cat gets things back to back. So what we'll do, we'll go back to Quan Yin, and we're going to ask for a message for Quan Yin. And I don't know which deck I did for which. I'm just going to grab. And it might be the same deck that you got. It might be a different deck. I don't know. It just is what it is. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Sandy. It was about Nate. You can go back and listen. Sorry about that. See, thank you for being my worker, my night worker. My night worker. Why did I say that? Thank you for being my night worker. Okay. So, Goddess of the Unknown. A new chapter in your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. We've been getting this a lot. So there's something that's going to be coming that's going to require you to be brave. Somebody that's been hiding themselves, or something that's been hiding themselves, is going to be revealed. A situation is going to be revealed, and it's going to require trust. And it's going to require courage and faith. And maybe stepping outside of what was normal for you, outside of your box. So you see this one. Blue eyes, covered up. You can't read their expression because all you see is their eyes, but there is light coming from their eyes, and there's light coming from their third eye. They're connected to spirit. They're cloaked in truth, but they look like they're coming out of the darkness, right? Maybe they are coming out of the darkness. This is a wizard. This is a wise man. So, Spirit doesn't want you to be afraid of what you don't understand, or what you don't know, or what's coming in the future. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now because you're in the freaking tunnel and it's dark. There's no light there. The only light is coming from your eyes and from your third eye. And even though you are cloaked, the stars are all around you. You have a field of protection. You are being protected. Someone has asked for your auric field to be protected. You are being protected on the outside. The light shines from your eyes so easily for those who see you. But you're in the darkness around you, and you're nervous about what's around that corner. So you're being urged to trust. You're being urged by the goddess to trust. The compassionate goddess that watches over you. She's put a shield of protection around you. Can you see? You are an extension of her. Can you see the green? You are an extension of her. She has asked. She keeps you in her heart. She keeps you in her prayers. She keeps you covered in her light. While the whole while you've been in the darkness, you have been with her. You have been protected and shielded. The stars fall from her gown all around you. You may not even know that, but Spirit's asking you to understand this. You're on the right path, even if you have strayed off of it. You think you've strayed off of it completely, but you haven't, because Spirit says that a new chapter in your life, a major part of your story, has recently come to an end. This is the end. It's darkness all around. It's like the falling tower has burned down and there is nothing but darkness. But now an exciting new chapter is starting. And whatever has felt empty around you, all of these star seeds are going to light up. And they are very, very fertile. What the goddess, this is, to me, this is the Grail fairy that is dropping. Remember the rain that she drops, the emotional waters that she drops around you? She is nourishing these star seeds, and they're going to grow. New sprouts are going to soon show up, and you're going to start seeing how these little stars, when they grow, how they light up. I don't think it's an unexpected surprise. I think you've known it, but you haven't trusted it. Holly, I'm getting my cornea transplant. I see this referencing that physically and spiritually. That is so cool, Holly. Gosh, I would love to have LASIK for my eyes so I don't have to wear glasses. Yeah, isn't that a cool message? You know what I like about this? I like it, Sandy, because I was just reading the card, and I was reading how the gown, look at the gown. I mean, it literally, that's what I was being shown. This is the goddess watching over this one that's been in the darkness. This one is a truthful one, an honest one. This one is, they're honorable, but they've had to cover themselves up, and they've been so frightened. But they need to realize that there's no need for fear. They need to follow the goddess. She holds the light. I freaking love this. Pay attention, please. Okay, next message. We're going to, everything happens for a reason. Okay, and now we're going to go to, we're going to do different decks, I think. Hold on, let me say hi again. Hi! Hi! I just want to let you guys see that I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm not a cranky bitch. I just need to kind of, sometimes I have to come with the heavy-hitting messages. Important. I think sometimes because it's kind of like, it's like a little kid that's running around in the mall and knocking stuff over. The mom's trying to, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And all of a sudden they're like, hey! And the kid's just like, whoa, right? That has to happen sometimes. Yesterday, full moon, Google Maps was glitching and I was to meet my friend. I totally got misdirected. I was over an hour late. I called my friends in panic because I didn't know the area. There was a delay in the directions changing, so I looked, hold on, it rolled away. So I looked at the step-by-step directions and finally got on track. Once I was on the right path, I saw the most beautiful rainbow. Yes! Oh my God, I'm going to read that. Okay, I'm going to read that message. So, it was full moon. Your map was glitching, so you're following the map. The map that leads to you. Hold on, we're going to bring that up. The map that leads to you. Maps by Maroon 5. Okay, check this out. That was awesome. I love that. I'm going to read her message. I miss the taste of a sweeter life. I miss the conversation. I'm searching for a song tonight. I'm searching for all of the stations. I like to think we had it all. We drew a map to a better place, but on that road I took a fall. Baby, why did you run away? I was there for you. In your darkest times, I was there for you in your darkest hours, but I wonder, where were you? When I was at my worst, down on my knees, and you said you had my back. So I wonder, where were you? Okay, here, I gotta give you guys something. This is what happened in my life with someone, and I have always been there. But every message I sent, the family blocked, and they didn't know I was there for them. And I said I would always be there, and I was there, always, every single day. I wrote every day for 2.5 years, and they blocked every message. And he didn't know I was there for him. So it was pretty horrible. Where were you when I was at my worst, down on my knees? And you said you had my back. So I wonder, where were you? All the roads you took came back to me. So I'm following the map that leads to you. There's nothing I can do. The map that leads you, following to you. The map that leads to you. Okay. When she wrote this, so the map was glitching. The map was glitching because somebody else got involved. You were to meet your friend. Yes, you were. You got misdirected. You were over an hour late. You called your friend in a panic because you didn't know the area. There was a delay in the directions changing. So I looked at the step-by-step directions and finally got on track. So you lost your way. You fell off your path. Spirit said, remember in the last message, you might feel like you have fallen off your path and it's too late. You were over an hour late. He was 4 years late. But you looked at the step-by-step directions and then you get back on track. And once you do, what happens? What did they say? After a difficult time, after a storm is a rainbow. Promise of good things to come. So once you're right on the right path again, then you saw the most beautiful rainbow. Okay. It wasn't long. It was short and wide and pastel colors. So beautiful. It was short. And wide? I'm laughing at certain things. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we are now going to... Things happen for the reason, and we're gonna be using the what is this? Archangel power, and it's really hard for me to. This deck is freaking huge. So here we go. Hold on. This deck is huge. You know, and you think to yourself, well, I mean, Spirit knows. Spirit knows. Here, I'll just show you. I shuffled, and shuffled, but something told me I needed to shuffle again. So, because my hands are so little, it's hard to hold this big deck. Right? There's like 76 cards in this deck. So, holy granola. Just a second. Okay. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. Woo! That was pretty clear. Oh! Check it out! Check out the rainbow, you guys! Check out the family tree. And remember what I said in the beginning about this guy? This guy who freaking was working and left the one he loved? Well, he stopped working. Because check it out. This makes me think of I always say this. These ones are dressed in the 50s. This is the old-fashioned days, right? So maybe this is your mom and dad, secret agent man. And this is the one that you love. And the goddess with the light energy, the white. See how she's dressed in white? She's dressed in white. He's dressed in healing. And he's given her a piggyback ride. And Super Agent Man, get smart, Maxwell Smart, he's sitting there having a picnic with his lady. He's stopped working because what ends up happening is Maxwell Smart ends up raising his son exactly like him, and he ends up working all the time because that's what he grew up watching. This woman was ignored all the time. She probably ended up having emotional affairs with other people because her husband was never there. So now, these ones have grown up, and he's realized, you know what? I need to take time out. I need to spend time with my family. I need to appreciate my wife and show her that I love her. And she's saying, hey, honey, I miss you. I know you've got to work, but can you meet me at lunch for like even half an hour? I've got a picnic lunch. And these are relatives over here. These aren't their kids now. Now these are just... I don't know who these kids are. Maybe it's a blended family. Maybe these are the ones you adopted, Mr. Pitbull, who runs all the companies, and you're going to adopt a bunch of kids that don't have shit. Who knows? All I know is that this family tree is rooted deeply. And there's harmony here. And there is a gazebo because I think someone's going to get married in that gazebo. And it's beautiful. Look at that, gorgeous. And this is the rainbow of promise of good things to happen after a storm. And you know what? This may not be married. He may not be married to this person anymore because he's actually gay. And he's no longer with this person. He's with his lover. And they may be married because there's the rainbow. So we're bringing everybody in here, right? This guy lived his whole life with this woman, or she lived her whole life with him, and they lived a lie. You know, we got married. I was really young, and that was what was expected of me, and I've been this way all along, and shit, you know, I'm going to be who I am now. So now all of a sudden this man is with a man and this woman is with a woman, and they're living their life happily, and they have blended families, and they're under the company of their rainbow. And I don't care what anybody thinks about this. I'm bringing everybody into this because this page is for everyone, and I don't differentiate between gay lifestyle. All I see here is love and happiness and harmony. So this is the 10 of Raphael. 10 is the end of something. So we just watched the end of something else. Remember, the darkness and something beautiful was coming, and there would be a rainbow. And this is it. This is what's coming to you. 10. And Spirit says, we want you to walk through that door to healing and love. You deserve this. And anybody else, this is maybe where you are in your life. And if you are in a place like this, wow, say thank you. If you have harmonious relationships with family members, and your children are happy, and your friends are true, and you are able to take some time out because you've worked hard for this, be grateful. That's what I say. But Spirit is asking some of us to walk through this door because this is what's coming for us. I think that's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. It's about respecting how hard your husband works. It's about respecting how hard your wife works. Sometimes you got a stay-at-home husband. You know, he may have a job that he does at home, but the wife goes to work and works with the public. Maybe you're more quiet, you know, behind the scenes. Maybe you have a farm, you know, and she works online like me. Maybe she's a spokesperson and does her work. And he respects that. And she respects his need for privacy. And she doesn't think that his work is any less important than hers. And he knows that what they do together by supporting one another, she may be more of a spiritual worker and he may be more of a different type of work, but he supports that, and they agree with one another. I like that. They respect one another. It may be the opposite. He may be a spiritual teacher and she may be working in an office, but they learn from one another. They're not exactly the same, clearly, but they are very relaxed with each other. Look how they lean against one another. Remember yesterday we got somebody wants to support you. Somebody wants you to lean against them. And it can be the woman that supports the man, and it can be the man that supports the woman. I am just as strong as any man, emotionally and spiritually. I can be physically too. I'm telling you, I threw my 350-pound brother across the room. I did. But I'm strong. And you can be just as gentle as any other woman, very loving, nurturing. Some men have that energy, that peaceful, beautiful, loving energy. And that is such an incredible dynamic duo. I am now looking at Batman and Robin, but they're in their street clothes. Gina says, walk to the portal of love. Walk to the portal of love. I have been singing that to myself these last few days. I love that. Walk to the portal of love. Walk through the portal of love. Yes. Walk through the portal of love. This is beautiful. And you know what? This is something that you can visualize. Why not just visualize this? This is my life. This is what I have worked for. This is what I have yearned for. This has been what I have not settled. I wanted this, and this is what I will have. Thank you for my loving, supportive husband or wife or partner. Thank you for having the situations within my family tree heal to the point where I know that I can go on, even if they're not a part of my life. And this is also showing me the ones that have passed over the Rainbow Bridge. They're with us too. Our pets, our loved ones, they are a canopy over us, shining down upon us. I'm also looking at the 7 rays and how Spirit said to allow, and I'm getting prickles right now in my hands. It's interesting, I've been getting prickles in I need to talk to Spirit about that because I've been getting prickles a lot in my right hand. And I will tell you this, for me, I'm a Reiki master. I work with my right hand and my left hand, okay? So my hand is holding the phone right now and it's cramped because I've been holding on to this thing for a long time. I'm working with my hand. I don't know if you guys realize, I've noticed this. My hands are above the crystals. And as I'm talking, the energy is coming from my hands. It's infusing that card. It's infusing my intentions and it's going out. That's what's happening. I've asked about this and I've been wondering about this. Why is it that I get prickles in my right hand when I'm gesturing? I have all kinds of crystals all over me, and my hands are down upon the crystals. Watch me. See, I'm working down here. And this is my intention, as I set out my intention. And I work with the energy of the crystals. My intention is, I was saying thank you. And see, an attitude of gratitude is how we manifest, right? So thank you for my loving partnership. Thank you for the healing that's taking place in this relationship. Thank you for coming back and picking me up when I needed you. And I will pick you up when you need me. That's what a partnership is all about. It isn't about the man and the woman. There is no ego here. I see no ego here. This is about spirituality. And spiritual people know that we lean upon each other. My ex-husband Ken, he's 6'4", he's a big man. And his wife Julie, my best friend, she's tiny. She's my height. Well, she's a little taller, she's 5'4", but she's tiny. He leans on her all the time. She is his rock. She is his mountain. I will tell you, she is his mountain. It's very clear. And he has no problem leaning on her for that. It doesn't make him weak, it makes him smart. So think about that, you guys. Think outside of the box, right? Sandy said, I just heard the song in my head. I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. I saw the signs. Is that ABBA? Who is that? I saw the signs. I love it. I love when we do songs. I love it when we do songs. I wanted to go with my friend Scott to karaoke because I saw the signs. Because he's a great singer and he has no problem doing it. I saw the signs. Lyrics. I got a new life. It's Ace of Base. I'm into the... Oh, and I'm thinking about... I'm all about the bass. I'm all about the bass. Don't worry about... Oh, we're going to do that one next. We're going to do that one next. All about the bass. All about the bass. Okay, we're doing them both. Okay. I saw the signs. I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me. I'm so glad. How can a person like me care for you? Why do I bother when you're not the one for me? Is it enough? Is it enough? I saw the sign and it opened my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign and it opened my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's going to drag you up to get into the light where you belong. But where do you belong? I, under the pale moon, for so many years. So that would be Batman, right? Under the pale moonlight. That would be the Joker, the devil. Yeah. For so many years, I wondered who you are. How could a person like you bring me joy under the pale moon where I see a lot of stars? Is it enough? I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. Idiot, open up your freaking eyes. You wasted years. I saw the sign and it opened up my mind and I'm happy now living without you. I'm happy living without you. I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. No one's going to drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. Peace out. I saw the signs. Okay, all about the bass. This is the one I like. Because you know I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass. It's all about the bass, no treble. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to. Because I got that boom boom that all the boys chase. And all the right junk in all the right places. I see them magazines working that Photoshop. We know that shit ain't real. Come on. Let's stop. Make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise it up. Because every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. These are laugh lines and wrinkles from wisdom. Right? This isn't plastic. These lips, they got lines. They got lines here. So my mama said, don't you worry about your size. Boys like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie girl. These babies are real. So, if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because, you know, I'm all about the bass. I'm all about the bass. No treble. However, I got treble too. I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny bitches that. Right? Boys like a little more booty to hold at night. That's a fact. I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll because I'm all about the bass. I'm all about the bass. Yeah, I love that. Okay. That was a long one, but that was fun. We had to have a little musical interlude. Anytime somebody's going to bring up music, I'm bringing it in, man. Because that's the truth. That's the truth. Because the first one, I saw the signs. I saw the light. You know, you're all about the plastic society, and I'm not. Spirit said go for the money, and they didn't have to tell me that, man. Don't go for the money. Go for the light, right? All right. So now we're going to go to Tranquility. We're going to calm down a little bit right now. Okay. So for Tranquility, we're working with, we're going to work with what is this? What is this deck called again? I can't remember. Can't remember what my deck is called. I lost the box. It's called Messenger Oracle, I think. Okay. You know I'm all about the bass, no treble. Okay. This is really funny. I find this really interesting. Okay. So, look at that. And we got the light on her. We're shining the light on her. So here we see the Queen of Swords, right? And the number 5. There's big changes happening in your life right now. Big changes. Big shift in your energy. Good idea to call upon Spirit for help with those changes and guidance, because again, they're asking us to challenge our perception. So, Queen of Swords is being asked to put her sword down. Okay? Put your sword down. Go to the light. Now we don't have the Hanged Woman. We didn't have it in reverse. We have it in upright. So, at the beginning, the man was being told to change his perception, or the woman, whoever it was that had the first signs, right? But we're also being told to challenge our perception. So, we're standing in the light. We're elevated on a spiritual pedestal, but a pedestal of love, right? We're crowned in glorious gold. So, what's going on now is, I find this really interesting, because if we had, I wish I could find that other card, the first one that we used, because that person in the beginning was being asked to change their perspective, right? They were looking at things from a really poor perspective. They were focusing on the material world. And Spirit was saying, you're the Hanged Man. You're looking at things upside down, and you need to look at your things from a different perspective. But now we have the counterpart. This is how I see this. I see this as the counterpart of the person that was looking at things in the other way. This is the opposite person. So if that was a man, this is the woman. If that was a woman, this is the man. Now, they were looking at things all fucked up, right? And you showed them. So now you are also being asked to challenge your perception. So you have to be willing to put aside your feelings and beliefs and listen to another person's side. So it may not be everything that you were shown. And it's a challenge because you may not have been aware of this. But you need to be aware and stand at a place of judgment. This is balance. You're balancing on this pedestal, but this pedestal is love. So you're coming forth as justice is what I see here. The scales are balanced on either side. You have to come from a neutral position, right? So this is about looking at both sides. Can you see both sides? Both can be right, both can be wrong. One can be negative, one can be healing. And one could be healing to one in one way, but negative and hurtful in another way. But looking at it from the other person's perspective, they could be seeing what they were doing was healing and what you were doing is harmful. So both of you have to come to a place of resolution in the center. So the song that we started with, Can't You Meet Me in the Middle? Isn't that funny? That was the very first song we started with, was Meet Me in the Middle. So that's what's going on here. It's neither completely this person's way, and it's neither completely the other person's way. There is a meeting in the middle that needs to happen here. And only that way are you able to be Libra. Only that way are you able to be Lady Justice. So this is about challenging an outdated perception or something that was an idea or a reasoning that you had because of lack of understanding. So in the beginning, when we were talking to the person that you know, the guy that was the big CEO that was, you know, breaking down all the companies for all his peeps, he wasn't seeing things in the right way. It didn't mean he was a bad person. He just wasn't looking at it from that perspective. And like Auntie Marilyn said, sometimes we do things and we don't realize that we're hurting another person or ourselves. So if we are able to open up our mind and we're able to hear, and sometimes you can't hear because of the way it's delivered. So that's why you have to come with your sword down, right? I'm not going to come slashing and attacking, because then your wall's going to go up and you're not going to be open to listening. So Lady Justice stands with her sword. The Queen of Swords comes in the upright. And when the Queen of Swords comes forward, she comes all manners of integrity. I like the Queen of Swords. At the beginning, that's what, who was it that said, you're the Queen of Swords? I'm the Queen of Swords, right? And I said, I'm coming as the Queen of Swords today. This person is intellectual. This person is feminine. But she's also masculine. She's the most masculine of the queens because she has authority. She comes with drive. She's a fire queen. Now, what's interesting is the Queen of Air, it's the Queen of Air, is the Queen of Swords, right? Generally the air sign. And I said I'm in a Gemini moon personally, and I'm in, but I was coming across as the Queen of Swords, and I embraced it. But you have to be careful not to swing too far one way or too far the other. You want to stay in the upright, which is this. You want to come from love. You're organized, you're perceptive, you're very independent. Absolutely. You are stern, though. You're not going to put up with any bullshit. Remember, we were told, do not compromise. You stand in your truth. You stand in your integrity. You stand in the light of love. That's what you do. You're considering both sides. Yes, if you want to come to me and speak to me in truth and honor, I am willing to listen. I will shut my mouth and completely listen to what you have to say. Absolutely. With absolute impartiality. You know where I feel. You know where I come from. I am being encouraged by Spirit to stand as the Queen of Swords and not back down. This is judgment. And this is telling it like it is. I am very perceptive. I don't have to soften or beat around the bush, right? I stand as the Queen of Swords, upfront, honest about my opinions and what I expect of you. I also expect that of myself because I stand on that pillar of love. I expect myself to be understanding. I expect myself to be compassionate. I expect myself to be forgiving. I expect myself to be impartial. Spirit said, keep an open heart and open mind. If you come from the light, yes, you hold your sword of truth in front of you. You are not backing down. You are not compromising, but you will stand on a pedestal of light and love. If you don't, then you become the hanged woman. Just like what you were trying to speak about in the beginning. Hi, Christina. Hey. I am an Aries in 3 signs, and I'm a Pisces in my moon, and I'm a Gemini rising, and I am Virgo, Taurus, and something else. Okay, so I like this. I like this a lot because, again, check it out. Like from the very beginning, challenge your perception. So this is insane. Hold on. This is really super cool. Now, remember what we got? Remember how we said that Spirit was going to bring together all form of, like through a series of interrelated events, that something was going to happen, something was going to shift? This is it. I mean, I know that there's probably more. I'm trying to find that sign. I'm trying to find that card. This is an example, okay? This is an example of that. I think there's going to be more coming, but this for myself is a perfect example, and I want to show you why. I've kind of explained it, but I want to make sure that you have absolute clarity on it, okay? Okay, because look at this. This is awesome. Okay. I want to turn that light off, and I'm not quite certain how to do it. I don't even know how I freaking turned it on. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. Okay, so what I want to show you is these are the same people. This is the same card. One's in reverse. Okay, this is how this one came, right? And now this is this. So basically, this is how you were, and this is how you're expected to be. Also, this one is speaking to this one, right? But they're holding themselves in a place of honor. They're not backing down. They're standing in their integrity. They're coming from a place of love, telling this one, you need to turn things around so that you too are reaching for the light. And when you do that, recognize that this one here that is speaking to you, this one is not looking down on you. Not at all. This one has not elevated herself above you. Not at all. This one is coming from love. This one is up here so that you can see her. Look at me. I am embracing the light. That's what you want to do too. And you've got those incredibly gorgeous wings that can take you there very swiftly. You have everything you need. You are incredibly gifted and you are amazing. This one is not looking down on this one in any way, shape, or form. This one is this one's counterpart. And they switch sides. They will switch sides. Sometimes this will be the woman up here. Sometimes this will be the man. They take turns because they are equals. Nobody is above another. There are times in our lives when we are not looking at things from a right perspective, and that's when we look to the person in our life, or to our guides, or to a spiritual friend, to help guide us back and say, hey, you know what, you're not looking at things right. Maybe if you did it this way. But sometimes you can't say it that way, right? If you've got a really ego-driven person that is shooting for the bottom, right, that sees themselves in this position, sometimes you can't be that gentle. Sometimes you got to come across as a Queen of Swords and say, hey, smarten up. Look at this. You're wasting all of your gifts. You are freaking phenomenal. Why are you shooting for the bottom when you can reach for the freaking stars? All you have to do is flip your perspective and realize that spirit is guiding you. Follow that light. Are you kidding me? You're phenomenal and amazing, and I see you that way. Look at the purple glowing on you. High purple colors. Look at the robe of green, healing love. And look at your beautiful wings. Yes, your wings are partially black, but they're tipped in pure white. And that's because you're very balanced. You're very giving and very loving, but you've turned yourself around because you've been serving everyone else. You need to serve spirit. And when you serve spirit, you shine in your highest light. And that's when we're back on course. Now, if this one comes across full of ego and starts looking down at this one, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? You fucking blew it. Are you kidding me? You fell off your path and you're not worth the money that you made. Blah, 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 blah. And look at me. Look at me. I've done everything the way I was supposed to do it. Blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden what happens? Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. And everybody falls over. Then he's just like, whoa, I'm out of here. I'm flying as fast as I can to get away from here. Then you don't get your message across, right? Then you don't get your message across at all. So that's when you need to, the camera glare of the card is under a light. If the card's glossy finish, that makes the glare. If the card's glossy finish, that makes the glare. Yes. So we're not going to have a glossy finish. And that's a finish. That's a message. We are not going to have a glossy finish. Gloss is like a fake cover. It's like a shiny facade. We will not have a shiny facade. It's going to be matte. It's going to be realistic, down to earth, and matte. So, however, it did work for me when I was showing, it did work when it was showing the light that he needed to reach for, right? Whoops, hold on. How did I have it? I had it perfectly. Oh, well. Lily's crying at the door. Okay. So the light was shining up there, and that's where he needed to reach for that light. And she needed to stay in her light. One day what did I say? One day when my counsel, see, he was shooting for the bottom, right? And she was saying, one day, until my castle's always, what is it? One day when my light is, hold on, I gotta say it right because I'm gonna fuck it all up. I've done so many songs today. Pitbull. So this is Christina Aguilera. That's one of the people I like to sing, Genie in a Bottle. Okay. She says, one day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just want to feel this moment. He was looking at things all wrong. So now they're both looking at things in the right way. And that's when these two become the dynamic duo. That's when you see the Grail Fairy and the Grail Knight in their highest honor. That's when you see the King and Queen of Swords in the upright. Liking that a lot. Because the King of Swords, and I know that too. And remember I kept hearing I am Aquarius? Yeah, because it's probably, and I also heard I've got an entire fake family. So the King of Swords, we spoke about the Queen of Swords, now he's become the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very clear thinker. See, in his world, in his business world, he's intellectual power, authority, truth. This is a good guy, right? This is a very honorable person. Just because he was focused on the material world didn't mean that he was not an honorable person. This person is very honorable. This person holds, he's a ruler, right? He's a ruler. And the blue that he wears around him, right now it's green, but you see the blue glow here on the outside. That's his desire for truth. He wants that. He wants the understanding. And the purple that's around him, that purple there, that's his spiritual understanding, his desire for spiritual understanding. The blue for his truth. And so this is a good guy in the upright. This guy is a judge, a lawyer, or a military commander. In my life, he's a lawyer. And he's very educated. He's got great experience. He's very observant. He's incredibly diplomatic. He knows he has to be, right? He knows how he's charming. He's logical. However, he doesn't show his emotions. He can't. He's got to show a poker face, right? So he's definitely of the highest moral standards and ethics. This guy is not somebody that you can corrupt. He gives good advice, clearly, because he's a lawyer. But lawyers can be cheaters, and lawyers can be dirty. So he needs to flip upright and go to the light. And you know what? Stay in the light. Okay, so that wrapped up that very, very long message. And now we go. Okay, I was able to turn off the light by turning it around. So 2 cards of perspectives. Yes. Because one was somebody needed to hear the Queen of Swords, right? Somebody needed to hear that perspective. Because they were living their life in that manner, didn't mean that they were not an honorable person, right? They just weren't looking at things from a spiritual perspective. They needed to focus on their priorities. They thought that they were looking at things from a spiritual perspective. They thought that they were being honorable. It's like a man who's trying to support his family and take care of the ones they love, right? But they get knocked off their path when they get so consumed. Now I'm getting prickles in my face. So when they get so consumed with the spiritual world, with the physical world, that they forget their spiritual path and they get knocked off their path. So that one needed to hear the Queen of Swords come forward, but it had to be balanced. That's why, remember I said I'm going to take these 2 for me and that's 2 for the other side, because yes, this needed to come forward this way, but then it needed to be balanced out on my side, because it wasn't like you're being looked at like you're a bad person, because you're not. And it doesn't mean I'm above you and I'm better than you, because I'm not. It's just saying your perspective, you need to look at something a little bit differently. And then he came back to say, hey, you know what? I'm also a King of Swords. And I am also very honorable, and it isn't all the way you're seeing it. And so there needs to be, and that's why in the middle of those cards, when we got the middle reading, it said you need to keep an open heart and open mind and be willing to hear another's perspective, because everything is never exactly as we see it. However, communication is key, and it needs to happen. And like I said, nobody can actually work with anything if they don't have that communication and that honesty and open communication, which Spirit said it's going to be coming. So now we go to the cat, my favorite, the white cat. This is a Raku cat. This was actually me, and that's my mom. And actually it became my spiritual twin and myself, because I'm little. And I'll show you. I'm going to bring them both over for the final cards. I'm bringing them both over. That is one thing about my spiritual twin and I that I will tell you. We call each other on our shit. We do. And if you can call me on my shit, you have to be able to allow me to call you on yours. Two strong people. Okay, so here's the pair. Now, remember what I just said. Okay, remember the couple that was sitting in the park? Oh gosh, did I put it so far away that we'll never find it again? No, we'll find it again. Of course, it's going to be the last thing I look at. Come on, Michael, help me out, please. Let's make this quick. Well, the couple that was in the park, you guys remember the scene about the man and woman. Here they are. Okay, so this is who we're talking about, right? So this is just so that they're, because, you know, a lot of times people will go to church or they'll do a reading and they hear the message for the other person and they don't recognize that there's a balance, right? There's something for both of you. Nobody is all the way right. Nobody is all the way wrong. So, hi Sean. So here you see, remember I told you this is the dynamic duo. This is Batman and Robin, the parents, right? And they're the kids that are growing up, or the kid and his girlfriend. And I said how, where's the, oh gosh, now I've mixed them all up again. I was going to show the ones that we just spoke about, the perspective cards, how the colors, you see the colors. This one, remember I said this guy, he likes to be more in the shadows, and she may have a job out in the public world. Look at their colors. See, he's in the background. He's kind of darker, and she's bright. She's out there in the front. But he is absolutely cloaked in truth, the blue, and spiritual colors. He's very grounded and stable. And look at the green going through him, the love. Right? And look at the silver and gold shining upon their faces. So this couple, they look different, but they go together very, very well. This may be the opposite. It may be, like I said before, this one may be more quiet, may be in the background, and this one may be in the public eye. It just depends. Okay, so now we're going to, which deck do we want to use? Gosh. I think we're working, what did we work with last? Did we work with the Messenger Oracle? I know we worked with, we've been working a lot with the Archangel Power, which means I want to put this deck away. It's kind of, no, we didn't. We used the Messenger Oracle last. Okay, so we're going to go to the Wisdom of the Golden Path. Yay! Okay. I don't have a lot of room on this desk. So the Wisdom of the Golden Path. You know what, you guys? Let me just shuffle this really quick, okay? I want to shuffle this deck. I want to get the energy going through it again. But let me just move things out of the way. I can't work with things all over the place. I need things organized. See, which is hence when I said I don't throw my stuff all over the place. I don't, because I can't. When things are disorganized, I can't function properly. Okay. And a little bit obsessive compulsive. Oh, it just makes me breathe better. Okay, there we go. Now my desk is all clean. All right, let me just put this here. Here, you guys want to look outside for a squirt? Oh, I can't see shit. Oh well, sorry. Talk to the cat. Ooh, do you see the rainbow on his face? You see the rainbow around here? He's got the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. Correct for neutrality on all levels. He looks like he's wearing a mask. Halloween mask. Harlequin mask. Correct for neutrality on all levels. All right, so for the last group of people, this is for us, Sandy. Okay. Yay! Yay! Liking this one a lot. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. Hi, just saying hi again. Here we go. What did you say? Getting everyone's name wrong. Oh, there will be 10 only and they're spoken for already. I'll do one for you, Sean. Okay. Oh, damn, that freaking light is on again. Why does that keep coming on? I don't want that light on. How come I can't figure that out? All right. So we got a new beginning. We got a new beginning happening. I like that. I like that. I don't even mind the light being right there. Okay, so, whoops, now it's down there. Huh. So she's looking down at the light. So let me think. What's going on here? She's looking down at the light. No, she's not. She's not looking down at the light. See, that's a message right now. That's a message. That's what somebody thinks, but that's not the truth. She's not looking down at the light. She's dancing around the light. She's swirling around the light. But the sun is setting on something. The sun is setting on something, and the sun is rising on something else. So there's a new beginning happening. And it's a joyful new beginning because there's a lot of spirituality. This cat holds a lot. He holds a lot of this new beginning in his hands. That's what I'm seeing. He brightens her up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I forgot. I know. I'm sorry. It's hot, isn't it? Sucks being outside, huh? But you wanted to go out there, didn't you? Did it? Hi. Hold on, you guys. I gotta give her a treat. Oh, I thought he said no. Oh, okay. I thought he said that. He doesn't have to have a message if he doesn't want one. I just thought he asked for one and you said no. It was all wrapped up. Come on, little chicken. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get your cookies. Get your cookies. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, so the new beginning. So, we got this earlier, and this is just confirmation again, that there's an exciting new beginning that's starting in our future. And it's about to unfold. So, this is talking about something that's pretty quick. No. Don't worry, Sandy. I appreciate you, because last week I did really bad. I got very overloaded. You're right. See? Thank you for doing that. I pushed myself. Okay, so we've already got confirmation that this is happening soon. Remember we were told to keep an open heart and mind over the next few days? Well, this is starting already, this new beginning. We're already in this. Yes, thank you. I agree. So you're going to start feeling like you know where to go. You're gonna get your clarity. This whole eclipse energy that's happened. Here, I'm gonna flip around. This whole eclipse energy that we went through, and we're still going to be feeling a little bit of that with the full moon and everything. But that eclipse energy, we've had revelations, we've had things happen, we've had shakeups, and after this kind of starts brushing through, I have realized that Mercury retrograde isn't a problem for me, and which is interesting because it's my planet that's in retrograde, but it's working for me. And I always get things ahead of time. I had my falling tower. I had my heart ripped out and stepped all over the place. I had that shit happen. And so once you've had the falling tower, there's only one way to go, and that's up. You can't hurt me any more than you already did. You've done your damage. You've done your worst. And now I rebuild myself and I go in my light where I need to go. And things start brightening up and I start recognizing what matters to me. I've come out of my ivory tower. You guys noticed, I mean, frickin' I've been dancing, I've been out singing at karaoke. I'm not sticking around in any ivory tower. I realize that I've held myself a prisoner and I'm in control of my own life and I'm moving forward. So when we have our own personal falling tower, whatever it is for each of us, when we hit the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. Unless you choose to sit there and mire, in that place, there's no problem. Like Spirit says, don't worry if you have a breakdown or if you fall apart and you hit the ground on your face. Just don't stay there. Don't become a martyr. Don't become a poor me, pity pants. So this is all about moving forward at this time. And so what we're doing is we are going to be noticing over the coming days and weeks how our clarity is more on par. Our perception is tighter. We will be making choices more easily, more readily, that are in line with what is in our highest good, without feeling guilt, without feeling concern about other people. You know what's interesting? I got a message from somebody this morning, and they said, and Sandy, it might be for you too, because it was V said it, and it wasn't just V that said it. So when I get messages from other readers that confirm what I've been given, it's a loud sign. And what I got was, there's going to be a great deal of gossip around you, but you're not going to let it stop you, because you are shining in the light and you are standing in your sword of truth, and you're going to go forward with whatever. It doesn't matter to me what you think, what you say, what you do. I'm doing what I know is in my highest good, and I move forward. So that's what Spirit's telling us. Over the next while, we're going to be caring less about what other people think. We're going to be caring more about what we think, what is in our highest good, and we're going to be moving on that path forward. So right now, she's doing a dance. Do you know, I've been doing this almost every single night. I got to tell Sandy. Hold on. I have been putting on my headset. It's not a big headset. It's this little headset. And I put on my music, and I have the fan on because it's hot. You know, it's hot in here. And it's too hot to go down in my gym lately to do my workout. And I want to get myself in shape. So I put this fan on like Marilyn Monroe, and I dance right there. And I've got a mirror over there. And I dance. I dance and I dance and I dance and I dance till I'm soaking wet. The wind's blowing on me. I'm feeling the sensuality of my body. I got to tell you, I dance naked because there's nobody in here, and that feels good, and it's hot. So I'm working. Actually, all I wear is a sports bra to hold my boobs because they're so heavy. I don't like to be naked when I dance and move around like that. And this might be too much information, but so what? You know, it's what I do. So maybe that's why there's gossip about me. I don't know. But it's about embracing my sensuality. It's about getting the exercise in. It's about hearing I choose the music that I listen to. It's always proactive music. And but it's getting all of my chakras moving. It's getting everything moving. It's getting me connected to my sexual energy, to my creative. Everything is moving that way. Sherilyn says, yeah, dancing. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And because I haven't been able to dance with other people, I have to I'm not going to not dance. So I sent my soulmate, remember Scott, you guys, the one that I grew up with, he was my one friend from school. I texted him today and I said, I want to go to the Beer and Wine Garden today or tomorrow. Do you want to go? And I think he said he can't, but because it came on when I was doing this reading. But I can dance here, but I'm not going to stay in this tower. I'm out. I'm out of my tower is the whole point. So Sherilyn says, wonderful. I have been seeing my granddaughters. Such a blessing. Also a kitten named Gemini. Oh, I love that. What a good name for a cat. That's so perfect because cats are so freaking bipolar. They are. Oh my God, my cat is bipolar. I know. I knew that all along. But cats are also a paradox. I'm a paradox, so does that make me bipolar? Right? Because one day I'm doing this and one day I'm doing that. And even in a conversation, I switch from side to side. I am a Gemini rising. So I love that. The name Gemini for a cat. I'm going to remember that. That's cool. So let's go back to this card. I love that. That's freaking cool. So new beginning. What else? Well, you're going to be embracing all the wonderful things that you love, and you're going to be letting go of all the bullshit and the things that don't work for you, because this is all about you. There's nobody else in this card, okay? There's just you in this card. That doesn't mean you're alone. It just means that you love you. You're connected to your spirituality. You're connected to your light and to your truth. You're going with the flow. You're not working against spirit, right? I just heard there's a revolution for the Geminis. And it wasn't just Gemini, it was like the air signs. There's a revolution for the air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I think that's funny. I like that revolution because Spirit said to us last weekly reading that we needed to be a rebel, and we were going to be a rebel. We were going to incite one another to rebel, right? This is our own little revolution. I love it. I love that. Okay, hold on. Oh, a rebel with a cause. So anyway, here you are. You're embracing your own truth and your own light and your own love. And see the love on her right there? And the love on her arms? This is not somebody who is vain. vainglorious, loving only themselves, thinking only themselves. This is someone who's in the light, connected to their spirituality, going with the flow, being water, coming from love, but also coming open, naked, and vulnerable, right? This is a spiritual person. This is a new beginning for you because you're letting go of what no longer serves you. You're just letting it flow away. You're holding on what's in your light. And what's in your light, check it out. You draw to you what is in your highest good. Everything's changing and you're going with the change. You have ceased resisting the change, which is what I finally did. I said, I surrender. So the affirmation for this, which is beautiful, I am one with life's eternal flow. I invite all that is new and exciting into my life and I embrace it. My life is full of endless possibility. I accept and I am grateful for all the blessings that I receive each day. The current stag full blood moon is in Aquarius. Oh my God, that makes sense. Remember, he kept saying, I am Aquarius. I am Aquarius. And he would be the grain stag. You know who's Aquarius? My friend Scott. My soulmate from the past. He's an Aquarius. That's interesting. I kept hearing that. I am Aquarius. I am Aquarius. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, we're wrapped. And now we're going to do the 10 cards. Hey, Melissa, you're an Aquarius. You're the dreamer. My dad's an Aquarius. Ooh. So, his dad is Aquarius. I knew that all along, though. I think I knew that all along. I wonder what Papa Terry is. I'm still working on that surrender thingy. I know, I will always have to work on that. We're Aries. It's just what it is. So what I need to find out, is Holly Ohm still there? Let's see. I'll ask Uncle Phil. I don't know where Uncle Phil is right now, but I'm going to ask him. I think he's Libra. What sign are you, Phil? And I want to know what my Papa Terry is. What sign are you? Okay, so, and I want to know what Mama Sherry, this is just personal, so tell me who's next, and I'm going to send my messages out to my family. Mama Sherry. Oh, I'm looking up Mama Sherry. I have to look up Sherry Tarian. Sherry, Mama Sherry. Where's my Mama Sherry? Mama Sherry. There she is. Maybe it'll say what she is. I want to know. I'm curious. Sherry Tarian. Kimmy? Okay. That's my Kimmy? My Kimmy. Okay, so Mama Sherry, I just have to see. I want to see what my soul family is. It matters. So when is your birthday, Mama Sherry? October. She's a Libra. Wait, it's the 19th. So is Libra the 19th? Hold on a second. October 19th. I think that's a Libra, right? That's my mama. And then Papa Terry, when was he born? When was Papa Terry born? Boy, I think my Uncle Phil was too. When was Papa Terry born? What month? Okay, then I'll go on. Sorry, that's personal, but I had to do that. Okay. Okay, Libra. That's super cool. My daughter's a Libra. My Mama Sherry is a Libra. And the person that told my spiritual twin, leave her alone, you'll only hurt her, besides she's in love with this one, is also a Libra, apparently. So, Libra cusp. Boy, there's a lot of Libras in here tonight. Oh, wow. Scales of justice. So you guys must have related to those messages, right? Wow, I was thirsty. Okay, guys, we're going to work with... God, I don't know, any requests for what we want to work with? Because I got to do this quickly. I don't want to take as long. So you're a cusp. You're a Pisces on an Aries cusp, but more Pisces. Depends on my mood, right? Depends on my moon, because right now, full moon, I'm in fire, and I'm a fire sign, so my Pisces is probably a little bit more to the side. Okay, So somebody help me out here. What are we reading? What deck are we reading? We got to get rolling here. Kimmy's first. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to put you down, and I don't know what you're going to look at. I guess you're going to look over there. You're not looking at much, sorry. But I got to figure out what cards to use. I don't want to look at them. You know what? If nobody comes up with anything, I'm going to just work with the power animals, since they're my best friends. Because I don't have much time to read. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. I just gotta go. I gotta show you something. I just have to show you something. This isn't anybody else's card, but look what came up. Look what fell out. Perspective. We've had perception twice and now perspective. Same thing. So we're all looking at everything through the veil of our past experiences is what we're being told. So we're being told to temper it with love is what I'm getting right now. The veil right now, let's temper it with love. Her heart's love. This is love. Let the light shine on you. Whatever's going on, there's a lot of mass confusion right now, and it's going to get cleared up. And as long as we are able to allow ourselves to be open and receptive to hearing other people, recognize that all of us are looking at things through a veil of our past experiences. So, got to pay attention to that. Shapeshifters. Okay, Sandy wants a happy deck. Kimmy, what's my favorite deck? Oracle of Shadows and Light, but it shouldn't be because it's actually quite dark. Lily likes the dark meat. I heard that. Lily likes the dark. So I guess Lily's me right now. What's my favorite deck? I'm going to go look with us. Hold on. I know, everybody loves shifters. Let's look. What's my favorite deck? Well, if it was my favorite deck, it would have been out there, wouldn't it? One day I should do a gypsy fortune card telling reading for you guys. It's a trip. What's my favorite deck? I'm gonna bring this deck out. I like the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I like the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Fairy Oracle, Faerytales. The Fairy deck. Which Fairy deck? This one? That one? Or that one? Or that one? Or where is it? Where's Magical Fairies? Magical Messages, I can't find them right now. Which one is yes? That one? Oh, and I have this one too. And how weird that I don't see my magical messages from the fairies. It must be on my desk. Fairy Oracle. Okay. Tony's decks. Tony Carmine Salerno. Okay. How weird. I thought of my friend Tony for a minute. Well, that's the Universal Love deck. Okay, so I'll do that for you. All right. Cavendish. Okay. All right, we got him. We got him. So, Magdalene Oracle. Okay, so we're going to use, I've like run out of room on my desk again. This is going to be the world's longest reading on the history of the planet. I'm going to put my baby cat away. My baby cat. Why do I keep getting my baby? Baby. It's all about the baby. Okay. So, all right, we're set. Lucy's Fairy deck. Fairy, Shadows. Okay, so Kimmy wants the Fairy deck. All right. Kimmy's first. And she wants the fairy deck. Good Lord, this is not working. All right. Fairy Oracle for Sherry. For Sherry. Huh. I guess this is a message for me too, Kim. All right. Correct for neutrality on all levels. This is a reverse deck, Kim. For Kimmy. What is the message Spirit has for Kimmy? Well, you got it. Oh my God. And this is really a really good message for you, Kim. This is a very good message for Kimmy. Kimmy is very loving, very gentle, very kind, and has a very difficult time asking for what she needs, what she does, and basically demanding what she deserves. Kimmy is a reflection of my spiritual twin. Okay, and look who you have in front of you. Midnight Prince. Ask for what you want and be honest. Look at the colors, the indigo. That's an indigo child for you. It's an indigo adult. Oh my God, and you're 43. Yes, you are. I don't know about you, Kimmy, but the one I'm looking at, this Midnight Prince, he is 43, and he is an indigo adult. And he sits on that throne in the forest. That is the Green Man of the Forest. So, who is your Green Man of the Forest? I know who it is, Kimmy. So, this question, and you got it in the upright, which I really like a lot. Because when you get this message, this is somebody who doesn't ask for what they want. This is somebody who doesn't speak up. And this Midnight Prince, he's going to grant your wish. So you look at this one right now and don't try and pretend what it is that you want. Don't pretend, and don't settle for less. You ask exactly for what you want. Exactly for what you want. I want sex, right, Kimmy? I know that. But I don't want just sex. I want loving sex. I want to be held and worshipped and cherished and treated like a goddess. I know that. I know that, Kim. I want to be financially successful. I want to be financially independent so that I can do my spiritual work and focus on my soul's path without feeling guilty. I want your time. I want to spend time with you. Right, Kimmy? I know that. All the wishes that you ask right now, they don't make you bad. They don't make you wrong. They don't make you selfish. This is the truth of who you are, and it's what you deserve. So right now, this is what you're being asked to do. Ask him. Ask him right now. And I know I know the Man of the Forest that this represents to you. And imagine that that's him sitting there, and he is listening to you. With everything in him, he's listening, and he wants to grant that wish. So right now, you ask Spirit, him, the Spirit in him, his highest self, this is what I want. He's also a go-between between Spirit and you. So you ask what he personally cannot deliver. What is it that you want from Spirit? Maybe in regards to the both of you. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be in the dirt. I don't want to be in the cold. I want to be somewhere clean and pretty. I want to travel. I want to spend time with you. I want to express our feelings. I want to be financially independent. I want to work on my soul's path. I love my soul space. I want my family to be healthy and happy. I want to help other people. I want open, honest communication. Whatever it is that you're asking for. Kimmy's got a lover. This is who she's talking to. So, whatever it is, because whatever it is that you're asking for your heart, from your heart right now, Kimmy, are you crying? From your heart right now, what you're asking, it's coming for you. And my solar plexus and my stomach, my solar plexus, I'm trying to figure out which chakra it is mostly. I think it's mostly my solar plexus. It's just spinning. So right now, the reason we're giving specifics, I'm giving specifics. I gave those specifics, Joy, when I said that. I gave an idea, an example. She's not asking for those things. She's asking for whatever she's asking for. But right now, this fairy prince is coming into your life very soon. And your dreams are coming to fruition. So we may not get every single thing that we want right away and in the form that we want it. But Spirit wants to bring this to us. So we need to be honest with ourselves, bring our focus and thoughts and our actions inward, bring everything into alignment, but mostly be honest. And allow that to go out. Because holding that energy in and without saying those things, that's what's causing our blockages. Elena says she wants her book published so she can help people. So thank you for publishing my book easily, inexpensively, so that it gets out to as many people as possible. Thank you. And there's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed about when we ask for these things. We just need to do that because it's coming. So that's your message, Kimmy, and I freaking love that. Dang. Kim and I are very much in, you're welcome. I love you. We're in sync. Okay, so who's next, please? Who was next? I want the fairy deck that's purple with the fairy with the big eyes. Purple. You want that one, Sandy, as well? Who's next, please? Big-eyed fairies. Oh, Sandy isn't there? Sandy's there. 2, that purple box with fairy with big eyes, please, if we are using different decks. Purple box. Purple box. This one? This one, Sandy? Does she have big eyes? She holds the key. I love that. Sorry that I'm making everybody wait, but I just want to make certain that we're getting the right deck. Is this the one you want? Sandy. This is purple. I know, but I need to know what's next. So this is also a fairy deck, but they don't have big eyes. Shapeshifters have big eyes. No, the one deck you picked up second to last. Okay, second to last. So, oh, that Faerytale. Got it. Got it. You want the stories. Okay. And then who's next, please? After that? Who's next? After Sandy. Okay, so let me put these away. Correct for neutrality on all levels for Sandy. Correct for neutrality. This is going to take me forever. Oh my God. I shouldn't have said 10 people. I'm insane. I'm literally insane. I'm going to have to move through quicker. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sandy. Story for Sandy. Correct for Sandy. Correct for Sandy on all levels. Well, that was pretty clear. Okay, the Little Mermaid. Sandy. Oh my God. Check her out. She even looks like you. She's not very happy. She's holding her purple power. Hypnotic poison, except for that's poison. That's not hypnotic poison. That's the regular poison. I use hypnotic poison. Look at the number though. The number is 7. You're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. That's pretty freaking awesome. So she's talking about a potion. She's talking about a potion that she's going to make. It's not her that's going to make it. She asked it of the sea witch because she wants legs, right? So she says, I'm going to make you this purple potion. And you got to swim to land before sunrise and drink it. And then the tail's going to disappear and you're going to have those legs. You're going to feel pain every time you walk, like swords are stabbing you. You will still be walking gracefully, but every step you take is going to be like sharp knives. But if you bear this, I will help you. You'll get it you'll get it later. So when this card comes to you, you're being, considering making a sacrifice. Basically, you're restricting your own voice, and you've given up speaking from your heart, what you feel, because you're trying to avoid conflict. You're giving up what you truly emotionally want to an environment that's not comfortable for you, and it's painful. You don't like it. You don't feel right there. You feel awkward there. So what's going on is you're being asked to speak about, this is interesting because Sandy, yeah, this is your card, Sandy. Sandy and I just talked about this last night. I said, I want to get underneath my eyes done. And she said, no, don't do that. But this is interesting because this is about making changes to your face or body via surgery. And they're saying, don't do that. There's self-sacrifice and pain. It's not going to lead to happy ending, but to pain and suffering. So don't make the changes. It's your choice, but don't do it. If it isn't about cutting your body, you're doing something about your own physical abilities, your personal skills and abilities. And you're denying something that you have, your own talents and your own skills, because you want to be accepting of others' restrictions. So they're talking about a road of sacrifice. They don't want you to do this. You're sacrificing too much because of love. You're stifling your own voice because you're trying to do what is expected of you. They're also saying that they want you to avoid bargains, things that you think are bargains, but they're going to cost you more over the long term. They're talking about you maybe taking a short-term deal on something, a problem, I don't know, of some sort. They're also asking, is there a relationship in your life that is demanding way too much? No, I know you're not, but the rest of this is what I had to put it all out there because there's other people listening. If you're listening to the rest of this is talking about relationships that demand too great of a sacrifice for your soul. It's also talking about an unrequited love, as you need to let it go. They want you to love who you are and recognize your own precious self. So there is a love that's unrequited, and you need to let go of it. Something that you love, someone that you love, it is not returned to you. So you let go of it. You need to let go of it. The other message is your own true voice, though. The loudest one is your own true voice is being quelled. You're not speaking your truth. There's a relationship that is damaging your soul. You're not speaking your truth. You're not following your true soul's path because of the relationship. I don't know what I'm not arguing with spirit. It's never wrong. So it's up to you to understand what it means for you. But the love is unrequited, and you need to let it go. And the relationship that you're sacrificing your soul for, spirit says you need to end. So whatever that is, and a relationship doesn't have to be with a person. It can be an organization. It can be with, a group of whatever. I don't know. So that's for you. Who is next? Please? I got to move quicker on this, you guys, because I can't be doing this for the rest of my life. So please tell me who's next. I think you missed someone, Sandy. I thought you were 3 and I was 4. Okay, Gina. Gina, I'll do you now. Gina, if you don't have a preference for a deck, I will use the Universal Love deck, unless you say right now that you want to correct for neutrality on all levels. This is for Gina. Correct for neutrality. This is Gina. Who's after Gina, please? Thank you, Gina. Okay. I love that you're just so easy, and go with the flow. So this is about spiritual growth in your life. You are at a time of great spiritual growth. As you can see fully, that rose is completely open. It's passionate. It's beautiful. Your wings are fully formed around you. And you are standing in your light. And I feel that energy from you. It's beautiful, beautiful. Very, very special time in your life. This is about powerful changes that are taking place in your life. And right now, Spirit wants you to nurture yourself like you are that rose. They want you to be gentle with yourself and loving, self-loving. They want you to spend time, like you just said, that you were doing. They want you to do that, so that's good. They're encouraging you to spend time with flowers and out in nature as much as you possibly can. They want you to allow your feet to feel the earth, the sand, the water, the rocks, anything. They want you to feel the earth beneath your feet. They want you to feel the water on your ankles. This is about renewing your own spiritual, physical self at the same time. And it's about stepping into your spiritual waters and allowing the rain to fall on you. If you ever get a chance to get out and dance in the rain, they really want you to do that. They also, this is a really good time. It's perfect timing for a moon bath. I don't know if any of you guys have done this, but go outside on a chaise lounge underneath the moon, and even if it's only for 20 minutes or 10, wherever you're at, and allow the moonlight to wash over you. This is what you're meant to do tonight if you can. Beautiful. Your card's not very long, but that message is gorgeous. I love that. That's your card. Who's next? Melissa? Thank you. Who's next after Melissa? I'm going to ask for that. I like this deck. This is Tony Carmine Salerno's Universal Love. Is Janice on the list? Because I'm going to use one of Tony's decks for Janice. I just needed to know if she's on the list. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, what a beautiful card. Quan Yin's been showing up quite a bit today. So, who's, oh, hold on a second. Okay, Melissa's 4. Okay, I'll switch. I'll switch. She wanted the fairy tale. Okay, I'll do another. That was Quan Yin showing up again about forgiveness and compassion. You guys need to tell me right away what your decks are, because I can't spend too much time doing this. So I'm going to redo Melissa's from the Faerytale Oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I think that card was for me. That forgiveness card was for me to forgive someone. Wow, it was an afterthought. It fell. So Red Riding Hood. Okay, so here we see red. So Red Riding Hood is here with the black wolf. That's interesting. I have a dark wolf in my life and I have a silver wolf in my life. I wish I could get rid of that light. There we go. So there you see red and the dark wolf, and it's called Rites of Passage. So they've got her food that she's taking in the basket to Grandma's house, right? She's got the wolf, and there's deception. This is about initiation from a child to an adult, clearly, because she had to grow up with that situation she went through. This is about violence. The blood and the darkness. The blood also represents maturity, right? Growth. So she's left her childhood behind. She's attached to her family. She loves her grandmother the most. And she goes into the dark forest in her red cloak. And what's interesting, has anybody ever thought about the fact that this is like a matador's cloak? If you hold that cloak out, the bull's gonna charge that. Why would she wear a red cloak if she wanted to be unseen, you know? So the wolf is definitely anything or anyone that has ever preyed upon anyone's innocence. And that cloak was supposed to shield and protect her. But that wolf comes up to her and he solicits her friendship. He grooms her. This is what happens. This is the narcissist and the empath. He grooms her, right? She thinks he's her friend. He's charming. He gives her false reassurance. And on the road to that house, all of a sudden becomes our journey in life. So it talks about the journeys of, being the dangers of being a woman, basically, and how some men are predators. They'll stalk and groom you. You're their victim. And within this young girl is a young woman who has passionate desires, which is what we all have. But it's ultimately the story about the truth, that people are not these wolves who they say they are, who they seem to be, and they can be highly manipulative and deceptive. So it's about trusting people, being careful who we trust, because they might be grooming us to take a bite out of us. It's about innocently giving your trust making us vulnerable on this journey of life that we have. It's also talking about an older people. We got to be careful as well about safety issues, right? We don't go walking at night by ourselves. You wouldn't be putting on a bright red cloak to be noticed. You don't want to throw your body out there and say, hey, look at me, and then wonder why people prey on you, right? So think about the things that you do that bring harm into your life on your own. So you're being encouraged to be wary of who you give your trust to. You're being asked to focus on whatever your soul's path is. And as long as you stay focused on your soul's path, you'll live a long life, spiritually, physically. You don't want to be distracted. Because when we get distracted, we lose our focus. That's how we fall off our path. And that's when other people are able to take advantage of us. It's not insulting, it's the truth. We all have this, right? So it's about being careful, of trusting, about not giving into temptations to become like that wolf, because sometimes the victim becomes the victimizer. So stay on your path, like we're all meant to. Stay safe. This is about sexual maturity. This is about staying focused and aware, not being deceived by outer appearances. And don't allow yourself to be groomed. It's about how you put yourself out there. Don't allow other people to groom you. Think about the things that you do that bring things back on you. That's your deck. That's your message. Okay, so Vicky is 6. Oh wait, Holly is 5. Okay. Holly is 5, and Holly is saying whatever deck. Okay. So Holly is going to get the Oracle of Shadows and Light because it's my favorite deck, and she said I could pick. Oracle of Shadows and Light. Oracle of Shadows and Light. For Holly. What is it that Holly needs to know? The starfish just fell down. My starfish just fell out of warrior pose. That's good to know. Maybe it's not time to be a warrior. Maybe it's time to be a lover. Okay, so your message is, oh, wow. Interesting. Holly, this is interesting. Okay, so Marie Masquerade. First of all, hold on. You're welcome. Hi. Just wanted to say hi. You haven't seen my face for a while. Poor you, poor you. Or maybe lucky you. Okay. All right, Marie Masquerade. Whoa, look at that. She's got I was going to say a monocle in her eye, right? Okay. So Marie Masquerade. Glamour, intrigue, drama. Now, there's a lot of messages. Woo! Remember I said there's going to be a lot of gossip around me, Holly? Bear that in mind when you listen to your readings. Because there is. So, there is a lot of gossip about me. And I would hope that this reading and you being part of it, you're able to see me truthfully. So, for you, she's taken off her mask, Maria Masquerade, right? The people are, clearly she's at a masquerade ball. So whenever you see Maria Masquerade, it's generally talking about some things are not as they appear. The people around you are not as they appear. There are people that are putting on an act. The number 14 is the number of temperance, which is patience. When Marie Masquerade comes forward, somebody's going to invite you to do something or be involved in something, and it's going to be really intriguing. It's going to be tempting because they're going to be very charming. And it's only tempting because you want it. Now, it might be because they flatter you, because they are a very powerful person. They are somebody that you might look up to. You're flattered at their attention. But there's a high price that you are going to have to pay at getting involved in this, because there are consequences and sacrifices that have to be made. And there are things that are hidden from you, even though it's tempting. So Spirit says, if this is what's coming, avoid that. It's a tainted offer. Doesn't mean they're evil. It's just there's a tainted offer. Now, there is gossip and intrigue around somebody that you admire and you would like to be like in some way. This person needs a real friend. They don't need an admirer. They're not looking for a fan. This also can come up when people that you might be experiencing feelings of jealousy or envy because other people feel like they need the attention or they want the attention, or they maybe feel that they're more successful or loved by others more than you are. So somebody may offer you something and another person may be jealous of that. But it's about focusing on your own work, your own style, right? I can't help but think that we're talking about your music here because that's where you would be invited to do things, and that's when others might be having an attitude. Recognize that if you're the one someone's gossiping about, we can't control it, right? So just, it's like water off a duck's back. You just live your life the way you do. But right now, what it's talking about is there are people that are wanting to be friends with somebody, but they don't want to be friends with the person because they're friendship. They're networking. It's not coming from the heart. And this person, whether this represents you or someone that you know, this person needs a real friend, a true friend. So ask yourself, have I been networking in order to get something from somewhere or someone or be something? Or are other people doing that? This is about not hanging out with false friends, fair-weathered friends. This is about getting in your ship and sailing. Be true to your own vision. Now, what comes up to me, and I've said it before, when I used to go to writer's night, you know, I would write my songs and I was told to cut the songs in half or redo them, and I said no. I didn't want to. That was the way my song was meant to be heard. And it wasn't liked. I wasn't liked and I was outed because of that. And I'm glad I put it out the way it went. It was exactly supposed to be that way. Don't alter your style for someone else, is what they're saying. Even if that means you are not going to be welcome in an arena that you might have been in. This is about standing true to your own integrity and your own work. So this is about not being so interested in about what's currently fashionable or what everybody else everyone's doing. If they're all drinking, if they're all gossiping, if they're all whatever, you don't have to be a part of this. So right now, this also could represent somebody who looks very beautiful, but they're empty. They're a shell. This is a facade. This is a plastic person. They're beautiful. They go by their looks and they really have nothing there. Then there's another part where there is an actually very beautiful person, but they have a beautiful heart, but they're only looked at because of the way they look. She wants to be loved for her talent. She wants to be loved for who she is. And she doesn't want to be judged because she's expressing the truth of who she is. She's wrapped in green, which is love and healing. She comes from a pure heart. She has blue eyes. She doesn't have green eyes. She's not jealous of anyone. She shouldn't be judged for who she is in a negative way. She should be loved for who she is. So this is a great person. And it's great to be her, but don't try and copy her, even if she is all of that in a bag of chips. So there could be somebody that you're like, don't copy. This is about not copying anyone else. This is about remaining true to yourself. That's your message. Is it awesome? I love when things are very fitting at the moment. Okay, so Vicky Soto is 6. I don't think she looks mean at all. I think she looks like she's sad. She's very beautiful and she's trying not to cry. Her eyes are full of tears if you look closely. She's very sad. This reminds me of somebody that I love. They're very beautiful. And people only look at them for the way they look and don't see the beauty inside of them, but I do. If you want to look at that, her eyes can be green too. Also another very beautiful person that's very talented. And people only want that person around because of the way they look. They're not really caring about what that person is inside, and that person tries to fit in like everyone else and doesn't love themselves for the truth of who they are and come out for who they are. And that's really sad. Okay. So, Vicky Soto, Spirit Choice. Cheers. I love the word cheers. Which is speaking of, which makes me think of the bar. Cheers. Everybody at Cheers. Right? They all do things a certain way. They all have a click in that bar. But you got to think about Norm. And Norm sat on that bar. That's okay, Gina. You're very welcome. Much love. hold on. I was just given who's next, and I lost it. Because all these... Vicky Soto 6, and Vicky Soto was Universal Love deck. Was that what I got? Spirit Choice. Okay. Spirit Choice. So you're going to get the Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Norm was a big heavy guy, and he sat on that bar stool, and everyone loved him. Norm! They loved him for who he was. He was freaking awesome. And you had Ted Danson behind the bar, who was total player, right? Total player. Hit it and quit it with everybody. Everybody loved Norm. I love Norm. Norm! Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. For Vicky. Guardian Angel. That's nice. You can all use a Guardian Angel right now. And check it out. Gotta tell you the thing I noticed about that Guardian Angel. Her fat roll. I love that. This is a real deal. So you have it. So what this shows me is you've got a Guardian Angel in your real life. This is a physical person that's a Guardian Angel. It might be you. Because this one is realistic. This one's got a little extra weight on their booty and on their thighs and on their sides there. So I feel that this is either, and I don't know what your body looks like, so don't be offended, but this is just a real person. And I feel that this is either you or someone else. And right now what's going on is, Spirit's asking us not to look on the surface of things. They want us to recognize that if we go deeper and look at things in a spiritual way, you'll see a different picture emerging. This is about everything going on infinitely. There's no beginning, there's no end. It just is a continuous loop. So this is talking about right now someone in your life that you may have lost, and it's telling you that everybody is still present. It could also be thinking, you may be thinking about something in your life, some part of your aspect of your life that you've lost, or maybe you're missing. And Spirit says that's always present. So they don't want you to be sad. They want you to know that everyone that you love is always with you. If it's an illusion of separation, and whether it's a part of us that we feel that we've somehow lost, that's not truthful either. It's about getting back in touch with our own spirituality and connecting to our highest light so that we can be with the ones that are not in our physical presence. And we can bring back parts of ourselves that maybe we have allowed to go to sleep or we've neglected. Now, the fact that I'm looking at their body, don't allow your body to get lethargic and sleepy and get sedentary and start putting on weight. This shortens your lifespan. You want to be on this planet as long as possible. So I'm seeing self-care is very important. I'm getting prickles on my left hand. So this is very much highlighted for you. Self-care, rest, a positive self-body image, loving your body as it is, you as you are, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, not expecting more than yourself than is realistic. Connecting to your light body, see the stars in her hair, recognizing that you always have a shield of protection around you, and so do the ones that maybe you're thinking about. Also, if there is someone that's sleeping in spirit, they are eternally held in Spirit's embrace, and they are part of the stars. So if you're missing anyone or thinking about anyone, look up the stars and talk to them, because they're looking down on you with love and healing. That's what I get. I don't know who your guardian angel is or who you are the guardian angel to, but it's all about being real. And recognize no one is looking down on you in a negative way. Because this is elevated in light and truth. This is real. This is a real deal. There's an angel walking that is your guardian angel, and it might be you. Genesis 7. Who is she on I had customer again? Who is she on one? Who is she on? Oh, you. I'm on you. I'm on you. Okay, so Janice, and Janice wants Tony Carmine. Okay, so I've got a couple Tony decks, Janice. I've got the Universal Love deck. Isn't that what you asked for? I've got the Magdalene Oracle, and I have the Spirit Oracle as well. I mean the Crystal Oracle. And I do have the Spirit Oracle, actually. Spirit Oracle, it's a short message on Spirit Oracles, though. That's also Tony. So which deck is it that you would prefer? Janice? Hopefully we haven't lost Janice. And I gotta plug my phone in because I need to get charged. I need to get charged too. Janice, which deck please? If otherwise I'll go to the Universal Love deck. I'm gonna put you guys sideways. Sorry, I have to. Back in time, romance. You want the romance deck, Janice? You want the romance deck or the Universal Love deck? I thought you wanted the Tony Carmine Salerno. I know that there's a hesitation with this. Well, the romance deck is not Tony Carmine Salerno. Romance deck is Doreen Virtue. Which is it, please? Gosh, I'm tired all of a sudden. I'm fading, you guys. I need this to move along a little quicker. I think I need some cherries. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to tell me which deck. My body's starting to crash. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if you wanted the romance deck or Tony Carmine Salerno, but I'll use the Universal Love deck because that's romance. I could use the romance angels if that's what you want, but correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. And who's next, please, after this, so I can keep moving? I left the refrigerator door open. That means I need to. Okay, I need to ask for a shield of protection right now. I left my refrigerator door open. Correct for neutrality. I need a shield of protection right now. Clear my energy, please. Okay. So for Janice, she got the Goddess. So the Goddess is not looking at her intuition. Her moon is behind her for some reason. It's all lit up behind her. She's naked and vulnerable. And they want you to look at this picture. I have water. I just took a drink of water. Bye, Holly. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Look at this picture. And you're supposed to think, this is good. Spirit's giving me a reprieve for a second. You're supposed to look at this picture and ask yourself, what do you see? What does it mean to you? I'm going to give you a couple seconds and I'm going to eat a couple cherries. Okay. So what's going on is she's very connected, but she's sad. She's completely illuminated in light. It comes from her, emanates from her everywhere. But she's faded. She's tired. She's allowed something in her. It's interesting because I feel this way and this card came up. No, my body didn't pull this card up. This is your message. But it's amazing how it coordinates. This is speaking about your intuition, and it's about self-reflection. So you have to ask yourself, no, none of us need to know what you felt when you saw this card. I know you're an artist, so you have ways of looking at things, and things mean different things to you than it does to others, and that's the way it should be. But Spirit's saying right now that over the past while, something has faded within you. Your power, your creative power, or your intuitive power has faded over the past month, in the last 4 weeks. But there's so much all around you. And so I feel like, I don't know if you have been painting. I don't think you have. Spirit needs you to paint. Your body needs you to paint. They're asking for you to reconnect with your intuitive power, but it comes through you painting. They want you to look inside, and they want you to feel what's in your heart, and they want you to paint. They want you to paint. They don't want you to paint what someone asks you to paint. Remember, I asked, I don't know if was it you I spoke to yesterday, I asked Janice, have you been painting? I've been thinking about you. I thought about you yesterday when I looked at my painting. And I saw another picture. I saw the mermaid behind the wall, behind the bars, and I thought of you again. I've been thinking about you a lot the last couple of days, and this is very fitting because you need to paint. This is how you expose yourself. That's how you are open and vulnerable. But that is what holds your creative power. And with that creative power holds the energy for healing yourself, but also emanating out for others. Because when you share your paintings, they inspire people. They lead people, and you don't even have to say a word. All you have to do is paint. So they don't want you to paint what people have asked you to paint. They don't even want you to think about it. They just want you to sit down and allow it to come out. I know. Kimberly, yes, Kimberly does soul painting as well. And I know what happened, and I know what, so this is definitely you. So you know what's going to pour out. All of those feelings are going to come out, and that painting that comes from this, that's going to be a limited edition. And you need to copyright it, Janice. You need to I'm getting emotional right now. Sandy can tell you what you need to do to copyright it, because she's copywriting her paintings too. But the one that you paint next is going to be a limited edition. You've been giving your work away for free, and it needs to be copyrighted so other people don't take it. It's your work, it's precious, and it's going to be a limited edition. And if anyone else wants a copy of that picture, they're going to pay for it. And if you want to allow them to pay $10 for a printed copy, that's fine. But you need to charge for it. That's your soul work. No, it's not. It's not hard to be creative when you're sad and lost in sorrow. It's absolutely the most creative time. It's absolutely the best time. And if Holly was still here, she would tell you. It's when you create the best music. It's when you create the best art. It's when you speak from your soul. When I am sad and when I am upset and when I am hurting, that's when I do the best readings. That's why I start to cry when I connect with this. That's when my higher self starts to flow, because that's when we connect to what's honest. I want to see what you paint, Janice. Even if you don't want to show it to anyone, before you copyright it, I'm telling you the truth. Don't show people on the internet until it's copyrighted. This is in honor of your twin soul. It has to be copyrighted. It cannot be taken. It cannot be stolen. It's very important. Okay, that's your message. I know you are, and I am too. And you need to, because these tears are healing. Remember the rain? Remember, you don't want to listen to your own intuition. You need to listen to the rain. When you see the rain falling, whether that rain fall from your eyes or from your soul, you're being rained down upon, and that's love and that's healing being washed upon you. And it's very important that you do this. Okay. You know, Janice, I knew that you lost your twin. I knew that, and then I forgot it. But for the last few days, you've been on my mind so heavily, and that's why I lost my twin too. I didn't know why. I was thinking about you so much, but it had to do with your painting this whole time. That's why that came out. Okay, so Sherilyn is 9. You're welcome. I love you. Spirit's choice. Okay. Whew. That was hard for me. That was heavy for me. I felt all of that energy. I gotta take a couple seconds and clear that. I feel like I'm channeling your twin right now. I don't know if you're feeling him right now, but I'm channeling your twin, and I think I'm channeling you to him. And the energy's really heavy, and it's loving, but it's really heavy. And it's just why it's important that it can't be put off any longer, because it needs to be released. You need to release that energy. You need to release him. You need to let him go so that he can stay. Do you understand? You need to let him go so he can stay. That's a message to me too. I need to let you go so you can stay, and I don't know what that means, but I'm willing to let you go. Okay, so for Sherilyn, God, my back is aching. I gotta think. Sherilyn is 9, so I'm doing Kirsten. Okay. Kirsten, does she say what she wants? If not, I'm going to go pick a deck. I've already got it. It's the vampire deck. Okay. Kirsten's getting the vampire deck. I'm going to pray that it's not a heavy one. Please. Please let her get the same message with something that's not heavy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You know what, you guys? I'm going to put this out because I always forget. If anybody is interested in having a private reading or dream analysis or purchasing a sage wand or crystal cluster, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. If anybody, and please do like and share these videos so that the most people can get the messages as possible, and go to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe so that you get the videos when they are posted. If anybody would like to make a donation to my work, since I do all of this for free, that would be very appreciative. And what's so trippy is the entire deck fell. Oh my God. Okay, so this is a, oh God. So, I'm not quite sure what to do about this, because this I know is for Janice too. So I'm gonna just do another one, and I'm gonna cover them both, okay? All right. So for Janice, I'm sorry, I just have to send this out. This is also for you, but it's for Janice. Nobody understands a twin soul relationship more than another twin soul. And you guys can't understand. You can't understand the loss of a twin soul. It's not possible for you to understand it. I know you think that you can, but you can't. Because this is the other half of your soul. And when you lose that, you walk like a shell. And so this is what Janice has been holding on to energetically. So this is why, and this is your message too, but I'm covering this as well. You need to honor, this is why you need to let go of his shell. It's just a shell. You need to release his energy. This is about saying goodbye so that he can stay with you energetically. And maybe I'm supposed to say goodbye to my twin too, so that he can stay energetically with me. I don't know. But this is how you're going to honor him, is by your painting. Because that's what this is about. Saying goodbye, a formal occasion, honoring, and 11 being the highest spiritual number. And in your case, you will honor him and release him so that he can stay and help you by that painting that must be a limited edition, because it has to stay with you, the original, because that will be the painting that he comes through. His energy will come through that painting. This is the time for the next person who got this also. You may have documents, legal documents, wills, inheritance. You have to think about things that are left to the ones behind you. This is about honoring the ones that have left. This is about recognizing that you can't stay trapped in that grief period. You need to release that fear and that sadness so that you can pull back the love and the energy that's wanting to work with you and through you. This is about recognizing that we all have a time. We all have a path to follow. Everything has been appointed. We chose our life before we came. And it's time to move on, and it's time to release the one that is meant to go. But at this time, Janice, specifically, you're being asked to do this because you need to assist him to leave you. He doesn't want to leave you. He's worrying about you. Okay, I'm not going to go on more about that because I really do feel that even though it may be for the next person, that this is mostly for Janice. Also for anyone else that resonates with it. Now here we see burnt by the sun. You see this rich woman, aristocratic woman. She doesn't look happy in her palace with her beautiful wolf sleeping next to her. This is talking about a great task that you've decided that you have. This could be an ambition, a relationship, an achievement, whatever it is. But this card is a warning. It's a caution. That there's a lot of things that can easily come. But you know, there's a song I can't think of that comes to us. I think it's Counting Stars. The bad things come easily to us, right? But there are things that we have to earn. So right now it's talking about taking the next step. And you're going to be in the light. And sometimes people don't want to be in the light. I know my dragonfish doesn't like to be in the light. He likes to be in the background. But sometimes we have to be in the bright light. And it could be the light of the stars or candles. We don't want to be in the spotlight, is what Spirit is saying. Right now, what it is that you're going after is not going to be available to you. You have to earn it. You have to deserve it. And you have to walk a path in order to get it, whatever this is. Maybe you'll reach for it anyway. But you're going to get burned if you try to reach for it before you're ready, before the time is right. Yes, you deserve to reach it, whatever this is. But for now, it's not ready. You need to do some more work. You have to push yourself beyond your potential that you have right now. You might have a limit that you've set for yourself. And if you go beyond the limits, you may not succeed, but you're going to grow. If you don't listen to this, you're turning away from your own growth process, which is why you came here. And it's going to, if you don't try to grow, if you don't learn the lesson, if you don't try and grow and reach, it's going to hurt you. It's going to come at a cost. So it's about trying to overreach before you have the experience necessary in order to do this. So you need to be safe right now with what you have in front of you, with what you know, the skills that you have. And you got a way to go before the changes are going to happen. So it's kind of about, you know, baby steps first, and it's about the patience and hard work being the priorities right now. Otherwise, it's kind of like you try and run a marathon, you're going to pull your Achilles tendon and you're going to be out for the summer or for the year. So that's your message. It's about reaching too far and being burnt. I think of, who is it that flew too close to the sun and he was burned? So that's your message. And shadows and light. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Janice. Okay. That was for Kirsten. Who's next? Sherilyn is next. Right? Okay. Sherilyn is next. And you're welcome, Janice. I love you too. I'm so anxious to see what your creation looks like. Sherilyn, did you tell me what you wanted? God, I'm going to need a nap after this. Spirit's choice. Okay. Did I already do Sherilyn? Who did I do? Who's next? I'm a little turned around right now. I'm fading. Can you? Sherilyn is 9. Okay, thank you. I need a couple cherries. So Sherilyn is going to get the Fairy Tarot. I used this deck during my work, which I should have worked today. Gosh. I didn't even think about that. I usually work on Saturday and it's already 2:15 and I haven't worked at all. Okay, for Sherilyn, correct for neutrality, the most important message for Sherilyn. That was really clear. Wow. Okay. This is beautiful. So, the Ace of Summer. Gosh, I wish I could get rid of that stinking spotlight. See, we don't want to be in the spotlight right now. We don't want to be in the spotlight. You know what I'm looking at? I gotta just read the card for a second. I'm seeing a lion here, and it looks like there's a man coming. Like he's got him by the back of his neck. He's got, oh my God. Do you see him? He's got long black hair, and that lion has got him by the back of his neck. He's biting him. He's holding on to him, or she, carrying him like her kitten. He's hurting him. She's hurting him. I don't know who it is. This lion has got this black, long-haired person by the back of their head. About to drop them into that pool. I'm asking for that lion to release that person. Okay, so this is a positive message. I just had to see that. That lion, that Leo is holding that person by their head, biting into the back of their crowns. They need protection. They need. So right now I'm just going to do something personally because I'm seeing this. This is the color of beryl crystal, and I am asking, his feet are in there. So it doesn't matter that that lion has got him by the back of his crown, because he's got his feet in this beryl crystal, aquamarine. And so I have to do something, you guys, right now. This is personal, but it might help somebody else. I want you to know that you are completely encapsulated in that beryl crystal. And you are to know that an ongoing problem is going to resolve, and it's going to be resolved in an unexpected way. And the stress and anxiety that you're feeling is going to be released. And you're going to let go of regret or guilt because it's been sabotaging you. I'm sending this out. I want you to feel that energy moving in right now. I'm sending this out. I want you to know right now this barrel is going into your body. You're completely encapsulated in it. You're protected 100%. This person can't touch you. They're not real. They're not real. Let it go. Allow yourself to feel that. Embrace. Beryl crystal. So for anyone else who's interested in why I'm talking about this, there's a specific meaning for beryl crystal, and it might apply to some of you. And it's specifically that particular color beryl crystal, that green. It's an aquamarine. So what it's doing is it's helping you shed unwanted emotional baggage. It's helping you receive guidance regarding the next step of your life. It's helping you realize the full potential that you have. You are not at the mercy of anyone else, especially this stone, immobile lion who seems to lord himself over you. It encourages courage and relieves stress, and it calms your mind. It filters out distractions, anybody that's getting you off track. anything that's overstimulating you. It helps you see a positive view of the world. It helps you not be overcome by the anxiety that you feel. It reawakens your own self-love and love for your partner. It releases any toxins from your body, any pollutants. It treats your liver, your heart, your stomach, and your spine. That's why my back is hurting. He's got him by his spine. That's why my back is hurting. It helps your throat so that you can speak. This particular aquamarine color, it's like seawater. If you can get into the ocean, babe, right now, if you can get your feet into the water, do it. It'll harmonize your surroundings. It protects you. It's good for, if you're traveling over water, or if you are feeling like you're in a place where you need protection, or if you're in physical harm. I'm seeing you dipped into that. It's going to soothe and uplift your heart chakra, help you connect to the truth of who you are. You are not at the mercy of that stone Leo. You are a strong spiritual creature. This will align all of your chakras and your aura, and it will clear them all, and it will enable you to speak. If you have attention deficit, if you suffer from being able to not concentrate, if you need to fine-tune your abilities, it strengthens anything to do with your upper chakras. Anything to do with, it's a general tonic. It's calming your overactive immune system. It reduces stress mostly and quiets your mind. It helps you bring unfinished business to a conclusion. Clears up communication, promotes self-expression, relieves any underlying emotional stress, and it soothes your fears. Increases your sensitivity, but a spiritual way, not a human way. This is for very super sensitive people. It helps you deal with other people, tolerate them. If they're being over judgmental or critical of you, if you're feeling overwhelmed by responsibility, if you are in a self-defeating program, it balances that. This is connected to the ancient ones. This is connected to my mer people. So go into meditation, feel yourself moving into that water, and remember that spirit is helping you, and the goddess is pouring all of this energy down upon you. That stone Leo is nothing. He's nothing. You're speaking to an angel. Okay, so for you, Ace of Summer, Ace of Base. There's a dove here. The dove is talking about new beginnings and peaceful, loving energy. This is asking you to keep your heart open. She's in truth. She's speaking her truth, this little fairy. She's wide open to receive. She's following the lead of this dove. She knows to come from a place of love. She realizes what she's had to come up through and what you've had to come up through to get to the surface. So this is about self-love. This could be the beginning of an intimate relationship with another, or the rebirth of one, but it's about coming back to yourself. And it's about connecting psychically. It's about hearing spirit. It's about all of a sudden, this spiritual epiphany that all of a sudden, bam, it's right in your face. It's just there, and you know it, and you feel it, and you hear it. That's the energy that we're working with right now. There's a lot of love and healing here for past pain. That's all that's here, is love, healing, truth, and spirit. That's all that I see here, except for that Leo who isn't even real. He's fake. He's had you by the back of your head, and he's not even real. He doesn't count. So right now, there could be people coming into your life that are joyful for you, but they want you to realize that this only happens when you open up your heart. This comes to you when you have love pouring out towards you. So Spirit says, open your heart and receive it. It's about being led by your intuition. Pay attention to what you see, the messengers, the things that you're thinking about. Watch out for fairies. I see fairies. You might be flirting with somebody. You might be having a very close platonic friendship. You may be moving. You may be moving more comfortably in your own home, because home is where the heart is. All of these come in with the Ace of Summer. Okay, so the last one is who? That's your reading. I'm glad, Melissa. Melissa said her chest feels so much lighter now. She was feeling a lot of anxiety. That's good.
Yeah, there was a lot of heavy energy, Sandy. I felt it. I felt everybody's energy. It's gnarly. It's definitely about self-care. Joy is number 10. Okay, and Joy wanted... Let's see, Joy said something specifically. Smiles and waves. Joy, shadows and light. Okay. The Oracle of Shadows and Light for Joy. The Oracle of Shadows and Light for Joy. I'm still thinking about my message that said, kiss me tea. It's either kiss me tea or kiss me tomorrow. I don't know, man. My head's going round and around with that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm seeing a scarlet mermaid. A scarlet mermaid. I'm the scarlet mermaid. Ha! I'm Scarlet. Oh, but maybe the scarlet merman is going to kiss me. The one that also has had the scarlet letter. Tomorrow. Kiss me tomorrow. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Wow, I haven't kissed anybody in 4 years, 4.5 years. Wow. Okay, for Joy. Last message for Joy. This is a really long reading. So, Joy, you had 2 cards fall out, and I am not at all surprised to see them. So, the messages from these cards are, first of all, I think it goes in the order of this. No, it doesn't. It goes like this. So, you already know your answer. One is you already know who they're talking about because your heart is lit up. Rubies are really important right now. And number 4, there are angels. They're all around you. You're completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. And they're telling you, you know this, so stop. You see that snow angel right there? That means angels are around you. You already know. The signs are with you. You are protected. Everything you're asking about, you already know the answer. We've given you the answer again and again, a gazillion times. And if you want us to lay down in the snow to prove to you that the answers you're getting are accurate, fine, but look at my wings. They're freaking soaked. It's cold out here. So if you would just believe me, you have your answers. You know. You don't have to ask again and again. The answer is very clear. But if you want, we'll lay down in the snow again and do a snow angel so that you know you are completely guided and you are protected and you are safe and you know where you're meant to go. And wherever you're meant to go might feel difficult for you. But Spirit's saying no. If you pay attention, we're going to show you. If you follow the light, if you stay to the light, we're going to show you a place in that wall where it's already come down and you can get through. This is the truth. This is healing. This is love. Go where the light leads you. You're going to have to change stubborn thinking. You're going to have to change your shielding. You're going to have the stubborn thinking is huge because we have to let go of what was and how we have been thinking about it in order for us to hear how Spirit wants us to do it. And so the guidance will be there. You're going to have to figure out what shielding you're doing. How are you protecting yourself in a way that's stopping you from getting what you want? You have to rework that shield so that, yes, you protect yourself, but you also allow in what you're asking for. It's going to take time. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you follow the light, you will be shown. Also, my mind just went blank. I had something I was going to say and it completely went blank. Clearly, I'm exhausted. Okay, so basically what they're telling you is, you know where to go. You've already been told what to do. You've already seen the signs. You know you're safe and protected. Something you're doing is stopping you from getting what you want. If you follow the light and listen and don't be stubborn, rework your shielding, you will realize that you're going to get what it is that you want. There's somebody that needs to be shown the door and somebody else that needs to be allowed in. You need to stay away from anything that is unkind. Anger, judgment, ridicule, blame, self-pity, jealousy, envy. You need to go to where there's kindness, love, mercy, compassion, wisdom, light. Anybody, any thoughts that you think that are negative are putting that wall back up. Anytime you go back, instead of going forward like you've already been shown, you put that wall back up. Every time you do that, you put another brick on that wall. Another brick in the wall. Okay, there's our parting song. Another brick in the wall. We are just other brick in the wall. Hold on. Why do you get that? I love this song. Another brick in the wall. Teacher, teacher. All right. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. There we go. No, we don't. We don't need any thought control. We don't need any dark sarcasm in our classroom. Teachers, leave them kids alone. Leave them alone. They're creating bricks in the wall. We don't need formal education, Joy. We don't need thought control by the man. We don't need any dark sarcasm from others or ourselves. Teachers, leave us kids alone. All in all, they're just bricks in our wall. Wrong, do it again. If you eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Yes, you behind the bike shed, stand still. Fuck you. Whoever's telling you you can't have what you want, they're wrong. That's the man. That's the conditioning. There's nothing you can't do and there's nothing you can't have. And you can have what you want without doing what they want. So you don't listen to any of that. Yes, you, over there, putting up the brick wall. Get the fuck out of light, because the light's leading us forward. Spirit's showing me where to go, and I know where to go. We don't need any dark sarcasm in this classroom. We're going to where there is love. That's your reading. You have to ask yourself what it is. All right, you guys, we're at a wrap. I don't even know if I have enough energy to do one for myself. I wish somebody would read for me. Somebody on my page, do a reading for me. Hey, somebody on my page, do a reading for me. I don't care if you read out of a book. I don't care if you give me a song. I can read the song. But I want a reading from somebody, please. Because I deserve it. I'm tired. My back is hurting. I'm sore. I've given enough today. But I would really like a reading, please. So who's on my page that's going to give me a reading? Come on. I know you can. Don't be embarrassed. You can give me a reading by giving me a song. What song pops into your head? Turn on the radio. Tell me what you hear. Turn on the radio. Tell me what you hear. It'll be a message from me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Hi, Andy. Wow, don't jump all at once. Don't jump all at once. Come on, here's your chance. Where's my Kimmy? Anybody, give me a reading. You don't have to sit there and give me the whole long thing. You can give me the name of the deck if I have it. Hey, Scott. I'm asking for a reading from me. I don't ever ask for anything for myself. And I have to start doing it. Right? Spirit said it's time for me to receive. I actually could use a little bit right now because I'm energetically completely drained. Let your love flow. Let your love flow. Like a bird on a wing, and let your love fly. Let your love flow. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to sing it. Get ready for it. It's a message for all of us. There's a reason for the sunshine and sky, and there's a reason
I won't remember that. Why I'm feeling so high, must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlight nights with your lover. Oh, I'd love that. I would love that. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. I don't remember the chorus. There's a reason for the warm sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine. I know that's not right. All around us. So let the wonder take you into space and lay you under. It's love and embrace. Just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you know what I mean. That's the reason. This is going on and on. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow. I need my mountains. Okay, that made me feel good. That made me feel good. Thanks. That was a good one. You know what? I sound a lot better to my own ears until I hear myself later, and then I'm like, oh God, there's no like reverb. Okay, so anybody else give me a reading? Prince of Wands upright. Oh wow. Why are you crying? Okay, I'm getting all kinds of readings. Yay! Let me think. Hold on. Okay. Let your love flow. Telephone line. Telephone line by ELO. Do we know that one? Telephone line. I remember telephone line. Telephone line. Lyrics. Telephone line. That's an oldie moldy. Telephone line. Hello, how are you? Have you been all right through these lonely... Oh my God, how are you feeling? Are you still the same? Don't you realize the things we did were all for real, not a dream? Sorry. And I wonder why the little things you planned ain't coming true down the telephone line. I'm living in the twilight, so no one's answering. We can't just let it ring a little longer. Can't you just let it ring a little longer? Through the shadows of the night, let it ring forevermore. Blue days, black nights, I look into the sky. The love you need ain't gonna see you through. And I wonder why. Somebody's wanting me to leave the love that I'm looking at and go back to them, is what that song's telling me. Telephone line. Thank you, Sherry. You need to rest and recharge your energy. You're always welcome. I heard love will find a way. Complicated message. I'm getting star flowers, phoenix, and open your hands. Star flowers. Phoenix is rising. The star flowers. Open your hands. You open your hands to receive. Desert cactus. Desert cactus. Desert cactus. I know who the prickly cactus is in the desert. Desert cactus. Why am I crying? I don't know. Your cabin awaits you. Scott, where's my cabin? Which cabin? You always speak to me in riddles. I just want clarity. Where's my cabin? Good morning. How nice to wake up to the sound of an angel. Thank you. It just came to me, this song. Full body goosebumps. Smiling. Might as well jump. Thank you. With the lake. It's not my cabin, though. It's not my cabin. Not yet. My cabin awaits me. Prickly, the animals, trees, and need love. Yeah, they do. Animals and trees need love. Hey, Barbara. You're just getting on the tail end. I was happy for a minute, and then it just kind of all blew up. I think we're gonna wrap. I'm gonna, Barbara just had her wishes all come true. Lady from the Mountain. Lady from the Mountain. Is that a song? Lady from the Mountain? Lady from the Mountain. Lady. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing. It is. Oh my God, it's Stevie. It's Stevie. Lady from the Mountains. I don't know if I know that song. I sing Stevie. Lady from the Mountains. Hold on. I don't know this song. Who said that? Ben Bennett, The Lion Awaits. Is that a song or is that a person? I gotta look up. I don't know the Lady from the Mountain. That's interesting. Your lion awaits. I love Stevie too. Your lion awaits. Okay, so that's not a song. So that's a message. Temecula, my mountain. The lion awaits. The lion awaits. The lion had that long, dark-haired person by the back of their neck. The lion awaits. Bejeweled forest. Forest with the lion. My mountain cries. Yes, my mountain cries too. My mountain cries. The bejeweled forest with the lion. There is no mountain where the lion that I know lives. This is a lion. And I'm not in my forest. It's a big kitty. The big kitty. Okay, Scott, what color is the cat? What color is that cat? That big kitty. The bejeweled forest. I'm looking at a lion right now, but that's because I looked up. I'm going to wrap it up if I don't get any message. So I don't know who the lion is, and I don't know where my cabin is. So I say to my big cat, oh, my cat's black. Is he me? Was that black cat me? Or is that the cat that's waiting in the bejeweled forest? In the cabin? In the mountain? Because then I know where I'm supposed to go. He's very rare. Yes, he is. Is it a female or a she-male? Ah! No, don't do that. She. That's weird. Female. It's my panther. It's not a it's not a male. Is it a female or a male? It's waiting. It's waiting. All right, well, this is for Barbara. It's time to heal the old wounds. Forgiveness is required. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer, for in doing so, you only hurt yourself. You are eternally loved. Embrace the love that is being offered and allow it to heal you. This is for Scott. What color are his eyes, Scott? My black cat. Scott, emotional breakthrough. Transformation, release, freedom. It's safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out. Relationships deepen as a result. Ben, this is for you. A message is coming from afar. Expect positive and refreshing news, a great outcome for all. Nope. That black cat does not have green eyes. I don't know a black cat with green eyes. I know a big cat with green eyes, but he's not black. He's a lion. And I know a black cat with blue eyes. It's a panther. So the black cat with green eyes, I don't know unless he's jealous. That I can see. Okay, so this message is for me. I don't know who else was there that just popped on. Actually, Rachel Strange. This is for Rachel. Speak your truth. Stand up for what you believe in regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth regardless of what others might think. It's time to stand in your own power and shine for all the world to see. April Rogers. Wow, you got the same message. Stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth, regardless of what others might think. It's time to stand in your own power and shine for all of the world to see. And Andy Baker. Karma. Someone from the past reemerges in your life. This gives you the opportunity to handle things differently than you did before. Stand firmly in your power, yet stand also in the light of love. The universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to this relationship. Raj. Sanghavi. Divine will. Your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust. Let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience. All manifests in perfect timing. Angelisa. Sexuality. An influx of sexual energy is coming your way, embracing both masculine and feminine aspects of the self, which creates a wholeness. It is safe to express your sexuality in whatever way you choose, provided you do it lovingly. Of course, sexual energy is the seat of creativity as well. James Strait. Responsibility. Do what you feel is right for yourself above all else. It is impossible to please all parties in the present moment. In this situation, you have responsibility only for your own life and actions. Others must take responsibility for themselves. I think I got pretty much all the ones that were jumping on, right, at the end. Ingrid, I got Ingrid, didn't I? Rachel. Bye, thank you. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to ask for one message for myself, and then I'm going to go, I don't know where, somewhere. I don't know if I can work now. I'm exhausted. Okay, for me, what do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, this is not a problem for me. Honesty. Love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself. Discover what it is that you truly desire. Then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. Going to work now. Have fun. Happy chicken. Happy chickens. She works with chickens. I do too. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm giving myself another message. Yeah, that would be so fun. Okay, and then I'm going to go because I know that Sandy needs to go and we all need to go. We've been doing this all day. For me. Blessings. That's nice. You're being showered with light. Your creativity is being stirred, activated, set alight. An endless stream of rainbow colors stems from your heart. All right. My last message. On the bottom of the deck. Healing. So there's our full moon. Positive transformation is occurring on a soul level. The answer to your question is yes. With a capital letter exclamation mark. Okay, I'm wrapping with that. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. This has been a very, very long reading. I hope that it was beneficial to you. I'm praying that Spirit's going to allow me to, not Spirit, but Facebook is going to allow me to save this because they didn't the last time. So, peace, love, and light. And thank you, Sandy, for helping me so much. And I know that there's a delay, so I'll wait just a couple seconds before I hang up on everybody because I usually hang up and then everyone says goodbye. So, counting down, counting down, counting down. Stevie Nicks, I got to think about that song. It might be just the lyrics that I'm supposed to know, right? Lady from the Mountain. Lady from the Mountain. So when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. So, Lady from the Mountain. If I'm the lady from the mountain, I've never heard this song before. Some call her Lady from the Mountain. Others say she's not really real. Some call her Lady from the Mountain. Others say she's not really real. Like a candle burns bright, wants to burn faster, but maybe then she really feels you love her, but you love your life alone as well. But do you know the road or the reasons why? If you leave her, you'll be losing the chance to stay alive. The candle burns bright, then the candle dies, burning from the middle like a candle. Burn it out, go without it. Then go with her. You know you want her. You could use a dreamer somewhere on your side. And maybe if that woman can make you crazy, did she call out? Did she say, please save me tonight? Tonight? Burn it out. Go without it burning. Hopefully learning, yearning, burn it out, go without. And then you talk to me about it. Burn it out, and talk to me about it. Some call her strange, Lady from the Mountain. Yes, and her other feel. She's not really real. Strange Lady from the Mountain, burning, hopefully learning, burning, learning. You love her, but you love your life alone as well. Then do you know the road or the reasons why? If you leave her, you'll be losing the chance to stay alive. Oh, Lady from the Mountain, go with her. Wow, that's a huge, huge message. All right, I'm ending on that. I love you guys. Bye. Have a beautiful Saturday, I guess, right? Bye.